现在录一个屏，等我们讲完了这个视频，同时也做好了，你就可以自修的小问题。好，我今天给你的这个计划是一个把那个知识点很快的讲一
OK
下子，然
OK
后这一点儿就是你考试的内容，你要看着它，然后做题。我同时给你把题目都做一下子，这个是今天的这个
OK，
plan。
对，我们考试就考，这就我明天考试，完之后我已经学了一点，但这就是明天考试考的，
哦，行，我我
就是
我我不知道你是明天考试，
嗯
这应该是上次你妈一说了就应该开始给你弄的。
嗯，但是
好，
我已经学了一点了，而且这个考试是就是 Unit 2 Test Review，就那个 package 里就是明天考。
哦，行，
我已经学了一点，就我已经知道了，就是很多，但是我就有点不 sure，就有些题，所以我觉得还
好，
是学一下更好。
行。那我先跟你说一下子几个关键知识点，就是你考试之前你要背，
OK
当你碰到了不 sure 的时候，那么你就要
OK，
参考这几个知识点。
嗯，
第一个，
还有老师说没有计算器，但他会给你 formula，就他会给你 quadratic formula，还有什么
那就是因为我们读书也是不允许用计算器，考试的时候它是不
？Yeah，
需要你做的。
对我们没有计算器，
好，
但是我同学说就是 quadratic formula 算出来的数都会就是没有什么就难的算的数，就学校就
那也就是
就
没有 irrational number，可能有
yeah 对
有 fraction 的，但是
yeah。
integer 和 fraction 可能
Yeah，
就是你们的这个 scope。
嗯，老师，你知
行，
道就是 quadratic formula 有一个 square root 吗？
对，
所以说我同学跟我说，就考试上就都是数都是什么25，什么就25去49就可以变成5跟7，就没有说什么20，就你要变成就很难的，
嗯啊
就学校把这个数都给你变成很简单的，
我
所以没有
明白，
计算器也没有什么，就是
嗯，我讲课的不用计算器。
OK
行，我们首先说一下子，你这个地方这一个 unit 它是讲 quadratic function 和 quadratic equation。这个
yes
quadratic function 它实际上是有一个 standard form，这个是它的
嗯
standard form。这个地方我们要求 a 是不可以为零的，因为你 a 要是为零的，它就变成了一个 linear equation，linear
OK，
function，对吧？
就不是 quadratic。
对，那就是个 linear function。好，然后那个 quadratic equation 实际上它是一种 special status of quadratic function，它就是什么呢？当你让这个 f of x 等于零，那么它就变成了这个 quadratic equation，看吗？这
呃
是 quadratic equation 的一般形式，也就是标准形式。你看这个是 quadratic function，看到吗
呃
？function 是
，quadratic
f of
function，
x，这个 x 可以为寓意的 real number，对不对
yeah，
？OK，now 这 quadratic equation 它是当你让这个 let f of x 等于零，那么它就变成了 ax 平方加 bx 加 c 等于零，a 不等
哦
于。所以这个 quadratic equation 它是 quadratic function 一个非常非常特殊的情况。我们已经
，OK，
知道，你这个 quadratic equation quadratic function，它要么就是这种形式，对不对？开口
对的，对
就是开口向上，你把它写出来就是 f of x，
，OK，
它是等于 ax 的平方加上 bx 加上 c。当你这个 a 是大于零的时候，开口
对。
向上。
如果 A 是
哎，
负的，开口就往下。
对，第二个，那么这个是你必须要记住的，开口就是由你这个 a 来决定的。那么这一个就是 a 小
呃
于零，看到吗？
呃，
好，它大于零的时候有三种情况，一种情况就是刚才我画它跟 x 轴根本就没有交点，
就没有 roots。
对，然后还有一种就是它恰好跟这个 x 轴有一个交点，看到吗？这个就
嗯
是有 重复的根，叫做 repeated root。那么还有一种情况，它就是什么？它就是跟 x 轴有两个交点，看到没
有
有？
两个焦点，嗯，
那么这个我们把它叫做 x1，这个是 x2。那么这个地方它的 x1和 x2是相等的。这个地方就是 no root，no real root，我们把它叫做 no real root。那么这个地方它有一个叫做 discriminant delta b 的 square minus 4ac，对不对？
discriminant，对，
discriminant。那么这一个情况就是你这个 delta 是 less than zero，对不对？
嗯，
这一种情况是 delta 是 equals zero，这一种情况是 delta is greater than zero，
对，
看到没有？
对，我们也学了这个，就大于零就是
啊，
两个 root，等于
对
就是一个，反正小于就是没有 root，因为就没有在
对。
x axis。
好了，你刚才我说的是 a 大于零的，就是这种三种开口，再没有比它更复杂，只有这三种，就是跟 x 轴没有交点，有一个交点，有两个交点。好，那
嗯
么这个地方是一样的，那么你这是有一个交点，那么这是没有交点。我是因为上面我画图的这个地方呢，就是你的 delta 是大于零，这个是 delta 等于零，这个是 delta 小于零。你有我画图的时候先画到这一个去，所以你把这个 flip 一下，它就跟上面是一致的，看到吗
嗯，
？delta
对
大于零等于零小于零，这个 delta 大于零等于零小于零。OK，quadratic function 它的图像就是这三种形式，而且你要注意的，这个 quadratic function 它的 graph 是个 parabola，这个 parabola 它永远是 symmetric 对称的。
，OK，就是右边跟左边一样。
对，它就是你把那个 axis of symmetry 你画出来之后，你沿着
啊，
它一折叠，左右一定是重合的，对吧？overlap。
对的，对的，
OK，这个地方也就是 quadratic function，你首先要知道 a 大于零跟 a 小于零的图像的差别，然后它有三种状态，就是什么跟 x 轴没有交点，有一个交点，有两个交点。好，这是你关于这个一般是我们这么说，因为你这次考试要做题的时候啊，它会涉及到呃。让我把这个我看看我怎么，我在这儿写吧。是，我下面跟你说一下子，第一个考点一，我要说的是，或者我们这个地方中文跟英文你都能看得到，看认识对吧？
对我都可以。
好，考点一是你这个 f(x) 你要把它的，你把这个 f(x) 的顶点方程，就是说你通过这个东西直接可把它的顶点给找出来。那么你要会这一个过程就是什么？你看我写的过程就是，我先把 a 提出来，这个地方不就是 x 方加上 b 除以 a x，
嗯
再加上 c。这儿你首先记住，我们有一个叫做 perfect square，你记不记得 a
，perfect
plus
square，
b？
对的 square 就是 a square 加 b square 加 2ab。
OK，这一个，因为这个方程你考试一定会考到。
对对的，a 减就是
对
减 2ab
对，
加 b square
然后还有一个就是 a plus b
乘
times
以 a
a
minus
minus
b。
b。
嗯，
OK，这三个是你的 prerequisite，也就是你在做题的时候经常会碰到它。好，我们
对对的，
现在就要用到这一个式子。你看这一个地方，你把它写一下子。这个地方你配出来是 x 平方，你把它写成2倍的 b 除以2a，然后 x，然后我再来加上 b 除以2a 括号的平方，你看看 我是不是多加了这个东西，我就要把它减回来呀？
对的，2ax 加 b。
你这个地方为什么我写这个地方？这恰好是这个式子，看到没有？你 a 的 x 方2倍的，你看 x 方 plus two b over 2a times x，
啊，
这个不就恰好是这一项吗？
对，因为是2ab，所以就
对，
是
所以我把它配成这个样子。这个地方你务必要记住，为什么我这么配，是因为我有目的性的是这个。然后你有它，是不是我就要来这个的 square 啊？
也，所以说，哦，看出来了。
OK，这个地方是因为你这个 x 来一个 square，2倍的 ab，二放在这儿，这个 x square 来自这儿，那么这个 square 你就要补进来。你补了它进来，你是不是要把它给去掉？因为你多放进来，你就要还原，是不是要把它减掉啊？
嗯
好了，那减掉，你看看这前面一个，我们把它写着，是不是就是 x 乘上 x 加上 b 除以
，b
2a 的
除以
square，
2a。
对不对？
嗯
后面一个你把它进行一个 simplification 的时候，它就变成了4ac 减 b square，对吧？
嗯
这两个 OK，那么考点一就是这一个方程最后变成了这一个式子，这个是你一定要背下来的。中间的这个过程你可以不要，但是这一个你一定要背下来。也就是，
，OK。
也就是说，你要是不喜欢这中间的过程，那你就要背下来。如果你像到我跟你妈这个年龄的人就不喜欢背，就是什么，我喜欢推。你看我就推出来了，看到没有？那
嗯
么考点一这个叫做，我们把这个叫做顶点 vertex form，看到没有
嗯
？vertex form。也就是说，这一个 quadratic equation，我们把它叫做 quadratic equation，quadratic equation in vertex form 啊。那这个
嗯
quadratic equation in vertex form，我把它再简化，就是 f of x equal ax square plus bx plus c equal ax plus b over 2a square plus 4a 4ac minus b square 这一个东西，我们把它叫做quadratic function。quadratic function in vertex form. Here I write quadratic function, not write equation because equation is a special form or a special case of function. So the first one you need to remember is the quadratic function in vertex form. Why we need to remember this? Because you have exercise which asks you to write out the vertex. So this one help you for what? This one help you one.
OK。
You know the vertex, right?
Yep. Negative b over 2a.
Yeah. So this one you have to remember it.
So that's for vertex.
And this one 100% sure it will appear in your test.
Okay, so that's vertex.
Yeah, this is the vertex. I write this is the
Okay.
vertex. And another one is your x equals negative b over 2a. This is the equation of,
Axis of symmetry.
yes, equation of axis of symmetry.
Yeah, like our teacher never taught us that was the formula for the vertex. So
Okay,
it's like, yeah,
okay, these two are very important. That's why I ask you
yeah.
to remember this vertex
Okay,
form.
I wrote it down.
Okay, let's see. My laptop. Okay, so this is the first one. And then, this, I ask you to remember these two. The third one, And this again will appear in your exam if have my mouse connected. If
Yeah. Okay.
if a is greater than 0, then f
Then
the minimum value. F
F.
you remember maximum and minimum value. F
Yeah.
minimum is where is when x is negative
Negative.
2a b over 2a, then this is your minimum value and this is
Yeah. Okay.
so this is your minimum value. So when I explain this means if x equals negative b over a 2a, then we have minimum value.
All right.
Minimum value of the function.
Okay.
Minimum form of the function with f minimum equal. Okay, so these again from this vertex form. So that's why I emphasize the first one you need to remember is
Yeah,
this
because it's like
format.
everything.
Yeah, this contains everything. Okay,
Yeah.
then here if a is less than 0, then you see this similarly, you have f maximum, and this maximum is still at negative b over 2a, and then the maximum value is still this, but you know because the sign of a determined. So here I don't write, you know what I mean is similar like this. You write in another sentence. Okay. Here we have vertex, we have the axis of symmetry, we have the minimum value or maximum value. Okay, the fourth, I want to let you know, okay, for this function, now here I need to introduce discriminant. Then you know discriminant is also derived from here. You see if f of x equals 0, so you net f of x equals 0, then that means a x squared. If you have question anytime, you can stop me, okay?
Okay.
If you net f of x equals 0, that means this one is 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one you mean x plus b over 2a, then is square plus 4ac, 4ac minus b squared over 4a, then this one should be 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then this one you continue, you have a x plus b over 2a squared. You move this to the right side,
To
then
the
you
other
change
side.
the symbol. So it's b squared minus 4ac over 4a, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. You know, you divide both sides by a, then you have x plus b over 2a, then this square is b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared, right?
Yep.
Now we introduce delta, define delta, the discriminant equals b squared minus 4ac. You know here for this number, because the denominator is always greater than 0, because your quadratic equation a squared is always greater than 0. So if delta is greater than 0, then you can take the square root, right?
Yeah.
So here, if your delta is greater than 0, now here I derive first like this x plus b over 2a. That means you take a square root on both sides. Then you see you have this one. And then this one, you take this one out, take the square root, take the square root of this one, maybe plus or minus, and here has plus and minus, so overall is like that. So here, okay, from this one, now you have x equals negative b over 2a plus or minus.
Okay.
So this one you write it in the simplified form.
Oh, so that's where the quadratic formula came from.
Yeah, now you see the vertex format is so important, right?
Yeah. So
Everything derives
yeah.
from here.
Yeah, in the end that's a quadratic formula.
Yeah, so if delta is greater than 0, so here you suppose this one is greater than, or this one you want this one to be greater than or equal to 0, you can take the quadratic root, take the square root. So if delta is greater than 0, then this equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 has two different root, right? And
Yep.
these two different root, we write it x1, 2 is negative b plus or minus. Here is delta. You can write here is delta 2a. If your delta is 0, then ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 has duplicate, you write repeated or duplicate.
Okay.
Duplicate. What's your professor write? They write repeated roots or duplicate roots.
Uh, well, they just said like
They
duplicate
didn't
roots.
say like this, so
Yeah,
I
they
say it's duplicated
yeah,
roots, or you say repeated roots.
yeah.
If delta is less than 0, then ax plus bx plus c equals 0 has no real roots.
No roots.
Yeah, no
Cause
roots.
cause it's
Yeah, but
yeah,
when you go to grade 12, you will learn complex number.
yeah.
Then it has roots. That's the roots, complex number, you have a square of I is -1. And
Mm,
when we introduce that number, then you have two complex roots. So here we write two real roots. You know this is okay. Now you see you have 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, the point almost finished. We be patient. We finish the last one, okay? Let's
okay,
finish the last one. I have
okay,
another point is the 5. If you have 2 points, if you know two roots or you know 2 points, they have the same y-axis. If we have x1, y, I write this as y star, okay? And x2 y star on f of x. Then x equals x1 plus x2 over a over 2 is the axis of symmetry. Okay, this is the last key point I
So
need to point out.
that's axis of symmetry.
Yeah, this is why, as I told you, the graph is always symmetric over
Yeah,
the
that's why you can do
axis.
x1 plus x2 divided by 2 because it's
Yeah,
always
you see, for example, here
yeah, yeah.
you have x1, y, x2, y. If their y-axis is the same,
It's
then you take the middle point
yeah,
is exactly on the axis axis of symmetry, right?
you just divide it by 2.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
divide by 2. So these 5 points you have to remember before you go to the exam, your room to take the exam. You have to remember these 5. Okay.
Okay, these 5.
I wish you remember the derive of this formula, but if you cannot or you don't like to write this procedure, then doesn't matter. You have to remember from here
Okay.
to the downside. You have to remember, and then these 6 type of graph, and then these
Yep.
5 key point. Okay,
Okay.
now the next step over is in the part of these 5 point. Let's do the work.
All right. So that's
Okay.
axis of symmetry.
Yes, now this one, use the axis of symmetry to write the following functions in vertex form.
Okay.
You see, if you remember that one, this is easy to write. Why?
Yeah.
Now you see your net A is 1. Let me write in standard
Yeah.
form
Because
solution.
there's nothing in front of the x, so that means it's a. Or
Yes,
it's 1. It's 1.
yes, before A, the coefficient is A equals 1, B is 10, and C is negative 13, right? Here, this asks you, you see, write the following vertex form. The vertex form, we already know the vertex form of this one is A
Yeah.
x plus B over 2A plus 4AC minus B squared over 4A. Maybe
Yeah.
you feel uncomfortable. Here's 4AC minus B squared, but my delta is B squared minus 4AC, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because you know, if you use your equation, you make this equal 0, then you move this to the right side. You change the sign to B squared minus 4AC. That's reasonable, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So you remember here, this vertex form, this one, don't confuse with your delta. If you want to connect with your delta, then you can write these as x plus b over 2a plus negative delta over 4a. If you want to remember this, you see? Okay, I just give you this one. In fact, I don't want you to remember this. This is not important. The important one is the
Okay.
first one.
The first
So
one.
now your A is 1, x plus your B is 10. You here 2, because 2, my times 1 is still this one. Or here square, sorry. And then plus 4, 1, negative 13 minus B squared over 4, 1. Okay, now let's change it x plus 5 square plus here negative 13 times 4 is negative how many?
Negative 13
52.
times 4. Yeah, it's 52.
Okay, then this one now you see you just write in.
Yeah.
So how much is this one?
Negative 52 minus 100.
Yeah,
So that's negative 152 divided by 4.
so should be negative 38.
Yeah.
Okay, so this I don't calculate now. I use the vertex format. You write this out, right?
Okay. So
if you don't like to remember this one, I think you are so young, so you have the memory to remember this. If you want to derive from it, then you can derive. So I do two method. You can use both of this if you like. So here you see here is x plus 5 square. Here because these two are right, if you want to write the x square plus 2 times 5 times x, then you should add 5 square, then you minus 5 square, and then minus your 13. So this one is x plus 5 square, and then here this is 38. If you remember, you see a plus b square.
a plus b squared, yeah,
If
equals
you
a plus uh a plus a squared plus 2ab plus b squared.
Yes, so I write plus and minus here, plus and minus. So if you don't want to remember, you can do like this. But I worry you need to practice a lot. Then you can do this.
Okay,
Okay, so these two methods, which one you like? I would suggest you because the time is so
so
is
short.
urgent for you. So the best way remember these five, I think is more efficient for you. So remember
Okay,
these five, just apply to it. Vertex form,
okay,
you see, the first one I talk about the vertex form, so I use the vertex very quickly do it.
yeah. So the answer would just be x plus 5 squared minus 38. That would be the
Yeah, this
vertex
is
form.
the standard answer for the vertex format. You see, why we call it the vertex form? Because the vertex, now you already know the vertex is -5, -38, right?
Yeah,
You know the vertex, and also you know the axis of symmetry is this one, right?
yeah.
And you also know the minimum value of this one, right? Because this one you already know, and -5 is here you see is like this. So your your minimum value is -38. You see?
Oh, okay.
So that
Yeah, yeah,
vertex format is so important. You see from it, you
yeah.
have vertex symmetry, axis of symmetry, minimum value,
All
and
in all in
and
vertex one.
yes, and then you can also know the root of this. You see x plus 5 square minus 38 equals 0, and then x plus 5 square equals, let me write it slowly, 38. And then your x plus 5, you take the square root is negative or plus 38, you see. Then your root is x -5 plus or minus.
Plus or minus root
You
38.
see your x1, x2, these two roots, also you found it. You see, that's why vertex format is so important.
Yeah,
100% this test you will have this.
I see. So
You
if
see the first one, the
I see.
second one, the
So
third one, the fourth
yeah.
one.
So equal 5 5 -5 plus root 38, that's one root.
Yes,
-5 minus 38, that's another root.
right. When we write
Okay, yeah.
plus or minus, that means you have two cases. This is your x1. Another x2 is -5 minus 38. You see?
Yeah.
So when I write x1 comma 2, that means you have two roots. One is x1, another is x2. Here plus and minus, when you separate them, then you have these two. You see?
Okay.
Okay, so B, do you want me to show me B? You do it by yourself, is that okay? Or you want me to do it?
Uh B. Okay. So it's the same question, right? Like
Yeah, it's the exact same ask you to write the following function in vertex format. Then you can I can do it because the vertex format is important. You do too, then you will be more familiar with it. So here your A is
yeah.
3.
I can like do it with you kind of along. Like I can just
Okay,
okay, so A is 3, B is -18, and C is 5, right?
yeah. And then your f of x,
Yeah.
you write the vertex form. Okay, is
Okay, so be 3
No, I don't want
Oh,
you first. You need to repeat the formula first.
repeat the formula. So equals a
Yeah.
times x plus b over 2a
Okay.
squared.
Square. Mm-hmm.
Yep, squared plus 4ac minus b squared divided by 4a.
Okay, so this is your vertex format.
So
You
this is the
don't
formula.
hurry to write the plug the numbers in. I wish first you write this. You can never make mistake, you know. This
Okay.
and then you just plug in, right?
Yeah.
Now you plug in after let me write. You speak it out.
Okay.
3.
So it'll be okay. F of x would be so it'll
Yeah.
be 3 times x plus negative 18 divided by
Wait.
6
Okay.
divided by 6 squared
Yeah.
plus I can just do the multiplication right now. 4ac that would be
Yeah. 4AC is
45, I think.
60,
Oh, wait, yeah, 60.
and then minus
60 minus
b square.
negative 18 squared.
Yeah.
So it would just be what's it called? Would it just be 18 squared?
18 square. So I would suggest you to remember the square
Yeah.
from 11 to 19. This square, I wish you remember it.
Okay.
For example, this is 1 and this one is 182, 81, 121, and then 18 square is 383, 24. Okay, and then over 4a is
Yep.
12.
Divided by 12, which is
Okay,
42.
now we can write this 3x
Okay.
minus 3 square
Yeah.
plus minus, so this one is minus is 4.
X minus yeah 3 squared.
Okay, this
60
one,
minus
I think
60
we
minus
can,
324. That's 264, right?
yes, let's divide by 4, 4,
Yeah.
4, 6, 4,
3, 4,
4,
61,
66,
60,
right?
66,
Six, how much? Let me,
4. Oh yeah, 66.
let me divide by
Yeah.
4. Yeah,
6 and
61,
then 24 divided by 4 again, it's 6.
and then 22, right? So this
Yeah.
is 3.
So it's just 3 times x minus 3 squared minus 22.
Yeah, so this is the standard answer for the vertex format. And
Yeah.
again, as I said, from this you can get more information. You get the vertex, you get the axis of symmetry, you get the minimal find because the the curve is open upward, so you have a minimal value. This minimal value is negative 22. You see, because this one is greater than or equal to negative 22, right?
Yeah.
Because if your x equals 3, then you get the minimum value. And then,
Okay.
that means you get the range. Have you learned the range and the domain of a function?
Domain and range. I don't think
Domain,
so.
that's the domain of the definition. That means the x, the value where x can be. So the domain is real number r is negative infinity to infinity, right?
Yeah.
And then your range we use r. These r we write this real r real number set. We use this 我们把它叫做花写的 r 是表示的实数集，然后
Okay, so real number.
yes
Okay.
range we use the standard right r. This is range that means
Okay.
the value of y. So range should be negative 22 to infinity, right?
Yeah.
So this is about the function's domain and the range. Because you have the exam, so we cannot talk too much about the theory. Later we can systematically learn it. But today, the first one you have learned the vertex format, and from the vertex format, you know the
Yeah,
vertex, you know the axis of symmetry, you know the maximum and minimum.
yeah,
And this one, at the same time, I derived the quadratic functions root formula, you see? And the root
yeah.
formula I also derived here. After the class, you need to remember these, review these five topics again. Okay,
5. Okay.
now question two. Question two, use topic five here. If you have 2 points, they have the same y value, then you can easily find the axis of symmetry. Here you see determine the
Okay.
equation of the axis of you see equation of the axis of symmetry of the
Okay.
parabola contain these 2 points. You see,
Uh,
easy, right?
okay. Well, this screen is like zoomed in. I
Yeah, so
can't.
this
Yeah.
one you write the this one is -7 plus 3/2.
Okay.
So this is -2.
Uh,
You see, this equation you don't know. In fact, this information is not enough for you to determine the function, but you know -2. This is the x equals -2. This is the symmetry.
yeah, that's
It,
axis of
it might be
symmetry.
like this.
Yeah.
It may be like
It could,
this.
cause we don't know A.
Right. So if you know A, then you know the equation, the
Yeah.
function, right?
Yeah. You know
So
if it's
this
gonna
one,
be up or
yes,
down.
only can give you the information of the axis of sim. So this is topic five. I write this is topic five.
Okay. Also, your
Yeah.
screen is like zoomed in, so I can't see the question. You have to zoom out a bit.
Oh, you ask me to zoom out this a little bit, right?
Uh, zoom like out, like make it smaller, cause I can't
Oh,
really see. Yeah. Yeah, I
oh,
like that.
okay.
A little to the right a bit.
Okay, let me write this is topic
Okay. Okay.
topic one, right?
Yep.
Now
This is
this is
topic
topic
one.
one. This is topic five.
This is
Let's
topic 5.
remember or now give the quadratic function as you write the function in standard form. Remember what is the standard form?
Standard form is it's ax.
Let me write this one is topic zero. Okay, this is topic
Yeah.
zero.
It's
So
ax
here I
squared
write
plus
this
bx plus
yeah,
c.
this is the standard form. So
Yeah,
this
that's
is
standard
topic
form.
zero.
Okay.
I write this is topic
Yeah.
zero.
Okay. Also, can you move the screen to the left a bit?
A little bit left,
Yeah.
like
Actually,
this.
a little bit right. Sorry, a little bit right.
Okay.
More, a little bit more.
More, I cannot move more to.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Here it
Yeah.
already have this equation and ask you to write in the standard form. You remember the standard form is ax
Ax
squared.
squared plus bx plus c.
Yeah. Now here this one is in the root form. What this form? This we call it the root
Yeah,
form.
because it shows the two x roots.
Yeah, so we call this root form.
Okay.
Fx equals x minus 5,
Yeah.
x plus 7. Then you have to use distribution law to do this work.
You just multiply x by x and then x by plus 7 and then x by -5 and then 7 by -5, right?
Yeah, so I write this one to this is x squared, to this one is
Yeah.
7x. This
Yeah.
one is minus 5x,
Yeah.
then
So x
35.
x squared plus 2x minus 35.
Yeah, so this is you're right, this is the standard form.
Yeah, okay, so that's question A, right?
Yes, now this
Okay.
question A is topic zero, question
Yeah.
two is topic one.
1,
You see,
because that's
topic
find the
one comes
vertex.
again, yeah. Do you want me to do it or I keep it for you?
Can you show how to find the
Okay.
vertex? Yeah.
Now you already see here, this is x squared plus 2x minus 35, right?
Yeah.
Here we already do it because by A, We have these now. We do the solution to B, and this one you see this one you can write x squared plus 2x plus 1, and then you minus 36, right?
Yes.
And then this is x plus 1 squared minus 36. You see, this is your vertex format. Or
Okay.
you can use another one. You write this, your A is 1, your B is 2, your C is negative 35,
C is negative
and
35.
then your f of x is
A times x plus b over 2a squared
yeah. You
squared.
speak it out,
Yeah,
okay.
plus 4ac minus b squared divided by 4a, right? Is it 4a?
Yes, yeah, this is, we call this is method 1.
Method 1. Okay.
This is the method 2.
Yeah.
Method 2 is use topic 1. You see, use topic 1.
Yeah.
So I would encourage you use both. When
Okay.
you are relaxing, you use both. When you take the exam, I wish you use this one.
Topic 2.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one you exam is topic 1, right?
Yeah.
Topic 1, and then you replace A, B, C by this number. Then let's
Yeah.
let's do it. A is 1, then we
Yeah.
ignore it. B is 2, and then
2
2,
divided by 2
and then
times, yeah, square.
4AC is negative.
4ac. Negative 145.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's
Let's do
4a. It's
it.
just
Let's
4.
do it.
Yeah. So x
4AC.
plus
Oh, this is
yeah,
140.
yeah.
Negative
So
140. So it's
yeah,
negative 144 over 4. So
yeah,
uh 272 and then 36. Yes, it's negative 36. So it's
yeah.
x plus 1,
X plus 1 squared.
36.
Yeah,
So it's exactly the same, right?
yeah.
But method
Let's.
1, method 2, I wish you because the exam is urgent, you do follow these.
It's easy to like just
Yeah,
follow it.
yeah, follow this.
Okay.
These one
Can you
that
go
you
to
need to practice or not.
Okay. Can you go to method 1 because I can't see it right now.
Okay, method 1, when I see these two, I know I need to add 1. You
Okay.
see, because
I can't see it. Like I can't
yeah,
see on the screen.
or you cannot see my screen.
No, I can't see method 1 on the screen. I can only see I can't see like half your screen.
Oh, how about like this?
Uh, can you go to the other, can you go to method 1? Uh,
What's wrong with it?
yeah.
If like this, then it's complete. You cannot see it.
Yeah, I can only see like a quarter of the screen like that.
What's wrong? Uh,
Maybe you reshare it.
yeah, okay. Let me
Yeah.
reshare.
Because right now I can only see like half of method 2.
Hmm.
It was good before. I don't know what happened.
Stop share. Then let me share again.
Yeah.
Here. Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay. Here, method 1, you need to remember
Oh, yeah, like
the
a
perfect
squared plus b
square.
squared. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
perfect
why
square.
I ask you need to remember this one.
Yeah.
That's why I encourage you to do like that, because in the exam, the
Like you can mess
time
up
is
remembering and
yeah.
yeah,
And then I would encourage use method 2. Method 1, when you
yeah,
relax, you do it.
yeah,
Later, when you grow up, you understand more than whatever method is, you will
yeah.
be okay.
Method 2 is also like foolproof. You just plug in the numbers.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, at present you see the 5 topics. I think it should include all of your exam contents. Okay, this is square root. I think this calculation it will 100% will appear in your exam.
Okay.
You need to remember a square and then take the square root is always a or a absolute value of a, right?
Yeah.
This one you have to remember it. And then, do you want me to do this, show some to you, or
Can you show D?
okay? Let me show you the D.
Yeah. I did radicals before, but like
Okay,
D, like the square root, I kind of get confused when there's a square
okay,
root.
okay. Let me D is 2 minus 3
3,
times square root of 5, and
yeah.
this is square.
Square.
Yeah, this one. If you don't remember if you don't remember this one, then you can again you can use the distribution law. Let me first do use the distribution law.
Distribution law? Okay. So you just time everything by everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me do the first one. You know, when in exam, because in exam when you learn first, you are not sure about the formula, then you do like
Yeah, you kind
this.
of get
This,
confused.
yeah, this is universal. You see, 2 times 2 is 4, and
Yep.
then this times this is minus 6 square root of 5, and then this
Yep.
one times this one minus 6 times square root of 5.
6. Okay. When you multiply by like when you multiply 3 root 5 by 2, you don't multiply the 5, right? Only the 3.
No, let me write it in detail. 2 times 2, this is this one, and
Yeah.
then plus 2 times negative 3 times negative square root of 5.
Yeah.
And then this one is plus negative 3 times of square root of 5 times 2. You see, this times this one means the whole are together times this one. You see? And
Yeah.
then this times this one should times this whole. That means negative 3 times of 5 times negative 3 times of square root of 5. You see, this is a distribution law.
Yeah.
When you distribute, you need to include the symbol before it together, you see. You
Yeah.
see here, when I 2 times 3 times negative square root of 5, this negative sign is here, you see.
Yeah.
And then this place, this one times 2, I write negative 3 times negative square root of 5, then times 2. The last one is the same. Now we calculate this is 4. And this is negative, you know, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 times square root of 5.
Negative 6 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this one is the same.
Yeah. 6 square root 5.
And then this times this, you see negative times negative is positive. 3
Positive.
times 3 is 9.
Yeah.
Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is 5. Right? This
Okay.
one
Yeah.
times this
Yeah.
one, because
Yeah.
square root of a times square root of a is always a.
Because it's like cancels. It's like basically taking the square
Looks
of square
like
root.
cancel these two. Yeah.
Yeah. It just cancels it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 45 plus 4 is 49, and then
Yeah.
minus these two, you know,
Yeah.
so this is
Yeah.
12 square root of 5. So this is your value. So this I use a distribution law to do it. If you don't want to do use distribution, you want to use this one. Okay, I use this one. Okay.
Okay.
So use this one is 2 to the square. Then here minus 2 times 2 times 3 times square root of 5 plus 3 times square root of 5 to the square, right?
Yeah.
Now this is 4, and then this is always negative 12 square root of 5. And then this is 9. 3 to the square is 9. This is 5, so this is 45. So this is again 49 minus 12 square root of 5. I think I need to give you some formula. You have to practice like that. Let me give you some formula. One
Okay.
is uh, like this is square root of a, square root of b, and you know by the commutative law, this one you can also write square root of b, square root of a. Definitely here we require a is greater than 0, b is greater than 0.
Okay.
Yeah, so these types. Another one is you need to remember. We know a to the power n times a to the power m is a to the power n plus m. A to the power n over a to the power m. This is a to the power n minus m, right? You
Yeah.
remember this?
Yeah.
Okay. And then a to the power's power is this, right?
Yeah.
A negative to the power negative a is a to the power n 1 over is a to the power negative 1 is 1 over a. And then a b to the power a is a to the power m b to the power n. Okay, this we call this exponential. This one your chapter 3 will on exponential function. You will extensively inform about this. And here, in fact, this we use the like this. This you can write a to the power n, b to the power n, then that takes the square root.
Oh, okay. So it's just like simple laws.
Yes, so at these types you need, for example, here 3, this one, you write it out is this, this, and then this. And then you use commutative 3, you moved together is 3 to the power 2. And then to the power, you see. We have one square root of a square root of a square equals a. And this one is also equal to square root of a all together to the power of 2. All of them, this one. I think this one you will use a lot.
Okay.
For example, here 3 to the power of 2, this is 3. And this is also is square root of 3, take the power of 2 is the same. I think this one you will use. In this exam, you will have at least 1 or 2 questions about the calculation of the square root.
Radical.
Yes, radical. We call this
Yeah.
radical. You will. This 100% you will
Yeah.
have.
Definitely like 2, 3, something
Yeah,
like that.
you will have questions on this, and
Okay.
this calculation distribution law, perfect square. This formula we call it binomial. This is the
Binomial. Yeah.
binomial
Okay.
formula.
Okay.
And this formula not only used here. This will accompany you in your whole life.
Yeah.
So you know this is so important.
Yeah.
Is
Because it's
if
like the
you are
basic
in
of everything.
yeah, if you are in science background in your future, if your major is in science, this will accompany you in your whole life.
Okay.
Okay, so this type of question, you just use the distribution. Another one, I think you need to do the decomposition. Decompose, for example, 48, you want to write it in the exponential form, so you have to decompose it. 3, then is 16, right?
Yeah.
Can you do this?
3, 16, 8, 2.
Okay, let me show you. This is called should division. Should division,
Okay.
you know, for example, here 48, you know this is the even number, right?
Yeah.
Even number, so is divisible by 2.
Yeah.
4 divided by 2, the quotient is 2. And this one divided by 2 is 4, right?
Yeah.
So this is your division. You know, that means 48. You divide by 2, you get the division is 24. Here 24. Now you do it again. And then here is 1, here is 2. and then you do it again. Here is 6, and then you do it again. Here's 3. So 48, you can write is 2 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to the power 2 then times by 3. Okay, now this one, I show this question. Why I show this? Because this one, if you do like this, is easy. Now, this one times 48. Further use distribution rule, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now you see because you decompose the factor the 48, so this is
Into like 24, 12.
this here I yeah 2 to the power 4 then times 3.
2 to the power 4 times.
I
Okay.
decompose like this, you
Yeah.
see.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then here 2 to the power 2 times 3. Now here you see here 2 to the power 4 you can use you write like this and then here and then here and then here 2 to the power 2 and then now I can write you know square root of 3 they time together is 3. 2 to the power 4 square root is 2 to the power 2, you see.
Yeah.
And then here, this one times this one is 3. This one, 2 to the power 2, take square root is 2. Now this is 12. This is 6. Now is 6. You see, we have, if for example, a to the power 4, you take the square root, then this is a to the power 2. You see, a half. Because this is a to the power 4. You know, square root in fact is this one. Remember?
Yeah.
A to the power 1 over 2 is the square root of a. Now I write this power is a, you keep a, then 4 times 1 over 2. So this is a, 4 times 1 over 2 is 2. So it's a to the power 2. You remember this?
Yeah.
So you remember, I think you in grade 6, 7, 8, you do the factorization of numbers.
Yeah.
Now this, if you remember the factorization, remember this relation, that this you can very quickly to calculate.
Yeah, radicals are like not the I'm pretty comfortable with them on the test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and these 100% will appear in your
Yeah.
exam,
This is
and
like the
you only
easy
need to
part of the
follow
test
these
for me.
rules. Don't say I cannot do it. No, you can do it. If you have trouble, that means factorization make you in trouble.
Okay.
So this if you want, then this is topic 6. Topic 6 is factorization.
Yeah, just follow the simple rules of factoring and
Yeah, the
then
factorization
yeah.
is not your topic in grade 11, but is in your grade 6, 7, 8. They do this. So here that means they assume you already know factorization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now the quadratic equation, as I said, the quadratic equation is where in our topic is which one? Here, topic 4, you see?
Topic 4 is a quadratic equation. Yeah.
Yes, now our topic 4. So here now we go to topic 4. This is topic
4.
4. I write here.
Okay.
Now topic 4. Again, there are two methods. Today, I encourage you to use topic 4. Topic 4, you see here, first, you know your A is 1. Your B is
A
negative
is
1.
yeah. B
Your
is
C is negative 56, right?
yeah.
Okay. Now your delta is B squared minus 4AC. You need to calculate it. B squared is 1
1
minus
minus 4
4. A is 1.
times,
We don't write it.
yeah, 4 times
Then
negative
negative
56.
56.
Yeah.
Negative is positive. 4.
I think it's 224.
So this is
Yeah.
225. So
Yeah.
this is 15 to the power of 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
15
now,
squared.
yeah, now your x1, 2 is negative b plus or minus your delta over 2a,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now your b is -1, negative, so is 1.
It's positive, so it's just one.
Yes, plus
One.
or minus square root of 15 square over 2. Now this is 1 plus or minus 15
Yeah.
over 2. Your x1 is 1
X
plus
x1 will be
15.
16 over 2, which was 8. So x root 1 is 8. And
Yeah,
then root 2 would be 1 minus 15 divided by 2. So that'll be negative 14 divided by negative 7.
yeah, -7.
Yeah,
So
negative 7.
here you have to remember the root formula, negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And this one you can write negative b plus or minus square root of delta over 2a, right?
Okay.
So this is topic 4 you have to remember. And
Topic
this one,
4.
you have another one we call the cross.
Cross multiply.
Yes, cross multiply. You see, you have 1, 1. Here, 58 is 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
Now here is negative, so you write this is -8. Here the fourth -8 plus 7 is -1. So that means x squared minus x minus 58. You can write x minus 8 times x plus 7 and equals 0. Then you get your x1 is 8, x2 is -7. Maybe you ask why you did so quick, because these are based on your factorization, right?
Yeah.
So factorization, if you have time, you can think about this. You know, the chance is if you use factorization, use the cross formula is
So
easy.
cross multiply. Okay.
Yes, yeah. This is cross multiplication, cross
Okay.
multiply. You can write multiply, okay? This is you can call this is method 2. This is your method 1. Method 1 is 100% sure you don't need to worry about you cannot find the solution. Method 2, cross multiplication, sometimes you cannot find the root. For example, x squared plus 2x plus 1 over 4 equals 0.
Okay.
You don't have any chance to write it out, you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so but if you use the quadratic formula, 100% sure you can have the solution, right?
Okay.
Okay, so this one the professor doesn't want to use this one, but you can use here. In fact, your A is 4, your B is 0, your C is -49. And then you can still write and then your delta, you need to write b squared minus 4ac. And then b squared is 0, -4, and then your 4, -49. You know this one, negative gone. 4 to the power 2, and this is 7 to the power 2. I don't want to calculate it out. Do you know why?
Uh, is it gonna be a really big number?
Because when you take the square root, this square power 2 will go, you see, will
Okay.
disappear. x1, 2 is negative b plus or minus square root of delta 2a. Now your b is 0, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
2a is this one. Now this is negative and positive 28 over 8.
Okay.
Did I write it wrong?
Uh,
B squared 4
negative
squared
49.
7 28 2a. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
write it down. Is I
Oh,
am right? Am I right?
I think, yeah.
So this value is negative or positive 7/2.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, these I use the square root, use this formula, topic 4, I found the solution. And you can use another way, 4x squared equals 49. So then you take x squared is 49/4. And then you take x equals negative 49/4. And then the denominator is square root of 4, denominator is, and this is 7, this is 2, so it's the same, right?
Yeah.
These two methods, if you can recognize this one immediately, I would suggest you do like this. If you cannot recognize this, then use the first method. And again, I would say the first method is universal. What does
Okay.
universal mean? That means if you do like this, you can always find a solution. You don't need to worry about it. They use other method, you have a risk. You know what's the risk?
Yeah.
If you cannot do it, you have to come to the universal one again. That means use other method. You have a risk. If you cannot solve, you have to go back to the formula. In the
Okay.
exam, if you want to save time, then I would again encourage you use the topic 4, use this method.
Okay.
Okay, so C, D. Do you want me to do C and D?
Can you do C and then I can try D, I guess?
Okay, here you see they have a common divisor 2, right?
Common divider. Oh, yeah.
So I divide by 2. Okay, so this one means 6x squared plus 8x minus 14. You divide by 2 is still 0, right?
Yeah.
Then 6x squared plus 4x minus 7 equals 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this one, I can see this
So
one you can use cross multiple.
you can use cross
3,
multiply.
1, and then 7, -1. Then you see 3x plus 7,
Yeah.
x
And then
minus
x
1.
minus 1.
So your x1 is -7/3. x2 equals 1. This is,
Oh.
I
So
have experience,
yeah.
so I know this, but for you, if you cannot recognize it, then you have to use the formula. A is 3,
Yeah.
B is 4. But you don't need to worry. If you can use the
AC.
cross multiple, you use the formula, it will not be complicated.
Okay.
C is -7. Your delta is b squared minus 4ac. Okay, b squared is 16 minus 4a is 12 and -7. So it's 16 plus 84, right?
Yeah.
This is 100. So nice. So your x1, 2 is negative b plus or minus delta over 2a. Now you write it. Negative b is 4, -4 plus or minus square root of 10 to the power 2 over 2a. A is 6, so this is 6. Now your x1 is, this one you can write -4 plus or minus 10 over 6. You can do one more calculation, divide by 2, so -2 plus or minus 5. And then here you divide by 2, so this is 3. Your x1 is -2, -5 divided by 3. So this is -7/3. Your root 2 is -2 plus 5/3. This is 1. You see, completely the same, right?
Yep.
Which one you like? I think you
I
like
think
this. This one is very quick, but this one
yeah.
depends on your experience.
I think I might just plug it in the formula because like
Yeah.
I know the formula better and it's like I can just
Yeah,
plug it in. So I'm
yeah.
like, I can plug it in, do like everything. Like I won't really make mistakes because you just
Right.
plug it in.
So that means you use
Yeah,
the topic 1 to topic 5 consistently and can solve all your questions.
yeah. But like the cross multiplying, I don't really, I just knew about it like today. So like I
Yeah.
don't think I'm gonna use it.
You know this is another method, but you have preference, and this preference for method 1 is universal. You
Yeah,
don't have risk.
yeah. And you can use it on like a lot of questions.
Yeah. D, so D is you try D, okay?
D. Okay.
Okay, so
Two. Okay, so should I multiply them first or
yeah,
yeah,
you should expand both sides first.
expand? Yeah, so it's 2x squared
Yeah,
plus plus 6x
okay.
and then equals to
Yeah,
that'll be 5x
yeah,
plus 15.
15, yeah.
Yeah. So now you want to move them to one side.
Yeah,
So it'll be 2x squared uh plus x
yeah,
plus x and then minus 15
yeah. And then equal
equals
0.
0.
Okay, now
And
you're A.
yeah, you can't simplify anything, so you just start from here. So
Yeah,
a would be 2,
yeah,
b would be 1,
yeah,
and then c would be negative 15.
yeah. Be
And then
careful when you write ABC. This
yeah,
one, some students write 15, they is wrong. You know, if this is wrong, everything wrong. So this one, I would ask you, when you write this, think in 3 seconds, am I right?
yeah,
Because if you are wrong in this, the all you do will be wrong. So
everything will
this,
be wrong.
yeah, this is critical. When you write this one, you take 3 seconds to check if I'm right. Here, I can control you are right, but in your exam, you need to control by yourself. When you have time, when you check, recheck, you know
Okay.
the critical step is this step. If this step wrong, everything is wrong.
Yeah.
Now your delta
Uh, delta.
b squared minus 4ac.
Oh, you mean the okay? Yeah, I see what. Yeah,
Discriminant delta.
discriminant. Yeah, the
Yeah.
discriminant. B squared minus 4ac.
So this is 1
Yeah.
minus 4a is 8, right?
One minus yeah
Then
4
-15.
8. Yeah.
Yeah. Then what's the
So
value of
that'll
this one?
be 1 plus negative 15 times 1
You know,
80
you don't have
125 125
120.
120.
Now this is
Yeah.
121, and this is,
Yeah.
you see why I ask you to remember
That's
the
a
square.
discriminant.
Yeah, this is square.
Yeah. 11 squared. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked you to remember. You said in the class then there are 25, 40 line. I don't know if they will have this number, but
Yeah.
now this is okay. Now we have x1, 2 is negative b plus or minus the square root of delta over 2a. Why I always emphasize you delta, because delta is universal. In the
Yeah.
world, every mathematician, every science student, they know delta is the discriminant.
Yeah.
Okay, now you plug it in. So here you plug in, this is -1, right?
Yeah.
Plus or minus the square root of 11 to the power 2 over 2a is 4. Now this one you can write plus or minus 11 over this one. So x1 is -1, -11 over 4. So this is -3. X2 is -1 plus 11 over 4. So this is 10 over 4. So this is 5 over 2.
Yeah. So you just plug everything into the equation.
Yeah,
Yeah, so x1 is -3, root 2 would be root 2
yeah,
would be 5/2.
yeah. So you have a x1, x2 comes
Yeah,
from
because
x1
there's
here.
because there's two roots in the parabola.
Yeah. Parabola at most two roots. In
Yeah.
fact, it is either low roots or repeated roots or two different roots. Okay, you see now we go to question 6. Question 6, in fact, no new form, no new topic
Yeah,
is which
question
one?
six. Question six is so about using the quadratic formula.
You have to use the quadratic formula. Again, now you see,
Yeah, so they already made it, so you just do A, B, C, plug everything in, solve it.
right. So
Okay.
this,
Yeah, it's the
I,
same
I
thing.
let it for you in the free time after the class. You
Okay,
do it,
yeah.
okay?
So
I think
basically,
now,
like, yeah,
yeah,
A would just be 1 here,
yeah,
B would be
that's right.
-9, C is
Yeah,
20, plug it in the
yeah,
formula, and
yeah,
then you get two roots, and then
yeah.
the answer would just be the two roots, right?
Yeah, two roots, sometimes you this delta is zero, then negative plus or
Yeah.
minus is
Okay.
zero, doesn't matter, so you have
Yeah.
only one.
So that when I write the answer, I'll just write like x equals 3, x equals to 6, something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah, x1, you write x1, x2.
Yeah, x.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Be careful about this, and every time I never ignore this one, you remember, I always remember this, calculate this in advance of my formula, you remember? Why?
Yeah.
Because this one, when you calculate it out, it will make you have the confidence. And if
Okay.
this one is very complicated, you need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, if this formula is complicated, because you said in your exam, they will never give you a irrational
Yeah.
number. That means
Yeah.
your delta is always a perfect square.
Okay. Cause
What
like uh
what do you know what is perfect square?
yeah, perfect square. Yeah, yeah, I know.
It's always a
Essentially,
square of some number.
yeah.
Okay.
When it can
So
get square rooted.
yeah. So do you want to do this or just try one? How about I try number C and number D? Or
Number C and D.
which one do you want me to try?
This is question 7?
Question 6.
Question 6. Yeah, this is so question 6.
Yeah, question 6 and questions 5. Well, I think they are. This one ask you to solve by factoring. Factoring that means use cross multiple.
Okay.
Cross multiple I already showed you. Do you? I think maybe in the exam they ask you use factoring. You have to use you couldn't use the formula because if you use formula, the professor will give you 0.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You can't. Oh.
you can't. If ask you use factoring, you have to use factoring. Factoring this one I use cross multiple. And this
Yeah.
one, you see, I use this, and in fact, this one you can write is 2x square minus 7 square equals 0. This, you remember a square minus b square, what's the formula?
A squared minus hold up. A squared minus B squared equals
Is
to
this one?
A minus B, A plus B, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
this one, when you write like this, then you can decompose it, right?
Yeah.
So this is 2x minus 7, 2x plus 7, right?
Yeah.
And then y is 7 over 2, while another is 7 over -2. Exactly the same as these two. So this factorization this. So at the beginning, I asked you to remember that 3 formula. One is a minus b times a plus b is a square minus b square. Another two is the binomial. And that's true.
Yeah,
These
it's really
three,
important because it's
yeah, these
everything.
three are really important.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
this one, I write like this. That I showed you says I can find by the cross multiple. I can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
And this one, when you write here, I didn't do, but this again, you can do the multiple cross multiple. Let's do it cross multiple.
Do cross multiply.
Yeah, let me do.
Okay.
This is 2. This is 1. Because
Yeah.
here you have 1, then now is 3, 5. And
Yeah.
then because
3,
here is
5.
this is here is negative, here is positive. Now you have 2x minus 5 and x plus 3 equals 0, right?
Yeah.
And then this is x equals 5 over 2 or x equals negative 3. So you have
Okay.
these two roots.
Okay.
Okay, so 5 asks you use factorization. Factorization, this cross multiple in fact is factorization. Factorization, that means you can decompose it. In
Okay.
fact, this essentially this is the whole topic you use this one. Remember,
Okay.
use
Yeah.
this one.
So that one's really important.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
and
3 of
then
those.
that means in your exam you will have a question in question 5. You have at least one question in question 6.
Yeah.
Question 6, you just use the root. I try one. I try which one you want me to try.
Uh, can we do D?
Okay, D.
Yeah. Also,
D.
I need to use a washroom. Can I just? I'm gonna
Okay,
go
okay,
do that.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get some water too.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Let me take the record off.
I'll come back in like 3 minutes. I'll be quick.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Okay, let me demonstrate the solution of this one. Here I write in the standard form solution. So when you write your example,
Uh,
you need
okay.
always do like this.
Oh, sure. Your screen share is paused.
Oh, yes, I
Yeah.
need to. Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see now.
Okay. Here, when you write your exam, you should follow the rule. You should write in the standard form. You should write solution and then x plus 1 square over 3, 1 over 4. Do you remember the cross product? The diagonal here, they time together, these time together, they are still equal, right?
Yeah, cross like multiply.
Yeah, so I would write 4x plus 1 square equals 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, so from this one, I get this one. Now I expand this one is 4x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 3. So it's 4x squared plus 8x plus 4, but then 3 move to the left side, then we get this one. Okay, now I need to write the delta. Delta here, A is 4, B is 8, and C is 1. And the delta is B squared minus 4AC. Can you follow me?
Yep.
Okay, so I expand, then simplify it, and
Yeah.
then write ABC, the coefficients, and then delta is B squared minus 4AC.
Yeah.
B squared
So
is
b
6,
squared is 64.
yes,
Minus 64 minus 16.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Six.
64 minus 16,
Yeah. That's 48.
okay. Now
Yep.
your delta, then delta, 48 is 16 times 3, so you can write it as 16 times 3. So
16
then,
times 3.
yes, 4 to the power 2 times 3. Why I need to write? Because you need to take the square root, right?
Yeah.
Now your x1, 2 is negative b plus or minus square root
Is
of
square
delta
root of 4 square root times 3 divided by 2a.
b squared minus 4ac. Yeah,
Yeah. So negative b
negative
would be
8.
negative 8 plus or minus uh square root of 4 squared times 3
Yeah,
divided by
2
8.
8.
8 divided by 8. Yep.
So this one I can write one more step. 4 to the square 2, you write it out is 4.
Yeah, so it'd be just 4 root 3.
And then we divide this by 4, so this is negative 2.
Yep, negative 2 divided by just root, yeah.
So you can write x1 is negative 1 plus
Root plus root 3 divided by.
2.
Okay.
Another one you can write is negative 1 minus,
Minus root 3 divided by 2.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
So this equation is very classical. You know,
Yeah.
square root of 3 over 2, this is in mathematics, you will know this number is a special number. Okay,
Yeah.
I just mentioned this equation is a very classical one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I don't want to use too much time on this because you already know the method and
Yeah,
you
we already
already,
know it's quadratic
yeah,
formula.
we
Yeah.
need to go through your exam
Paper.
questions
Yeah.
and then you have time to review before the class.
Yeah.
So Monday, what time you will take the exam? In the afternoon or in the morning?
Tomorrow, like at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I think, after.
Okay, okay. Now you see this topic is a maximum minimal value, and
Yep.
I know I told you this you have to use the vertex format. If you
Yeah.
use the vertex, you see for each of the following, determine the coordinate of the vertex and indicate whether the function has a maximum or minimum. Quadratic function, you always have either maximum or minimum. So remember, when they ask you either or, that means you don't have a question says you don't have maximum and no maximum, no minimum. No, if you meet that, that means you are wrong. So quadratic, you always have either maximum or minimum. It depends on your A, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so here you ask you find the vertex algebraically. Algebraically, that means you need to use the the formula. I write the formula here. The formula is A. You speak it out. Let me write.
Okay. X. Let me go to. It will be
Here I
X.
write ax squared plus bx plus c, and
Yeah.
then x plus b over 2a squared plus 4ac
Four
minus
AC
b.
minus B squared divided by 4A.
Remember, this is the vertex format. Delta is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Delta
Okay.
is b squared minus 4ac. You
Yeah.
remember this one, and delta is a little bit different.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Delta's the
That
other way
means
around.
this one is negative delta. Okay, now here ask you, here you see this question ask you, you need to do two tasks. One is you need to find the vertex. The second one, you need to find the maximum or minimum. And both of these questions are attributed to this formula, right?
Yeah.
So this is topic one. I think I remember this is topic one. Now we use this one for A. We already know f of x equals 4x squared minus 24x. And here you have A is 4 and B is negative 24. What is your C?
The C would be would
0.
C be 0? I thought it
Yeah.
would be 1, but I guess
No,
it'll be
0.
0.
If you
Okay.
have 1, then here you see you should plus 1. ax bx ax p square plus
Oh,
b plus c. If your
cause
c is 1, this
okay.
here is 1, so c is 0.
Oh, okay.
Now, if like this, then this one you see you write 4 x plus b over 2a. I should
Squared.
repeat like this.
Yeah.
Then square
Squared
plus.
plus 4AC minus B squared divided by 4A.
Now we plug the value in. Here is 4
Yeah. 4
x plus.
x, yeah. Negative 24 divided by 8. Yeah, squared plus
Here c is 0, so this
0, so
you
it'll
don't
be
need to
just be
care about.
0. Yeah, it'll just be nothing. So it'll be 20, yeah, negative 24 squared.
Outside you have another.
Negative, yeah, because it's
Yeah.
negative B. And then it'll just
Then
be
4a,
4A.
4 is 16, right?
Yeah, 4 times 4 is 16.
Okay, now we write this in one more step. X here minus 3. Now this one we need to, this is minus 24 to the power 2. This one you can write 4 to the power 2, right?
Yeah.
Now we do one more step. Why I write like this? As I told you, a square over b square, you can write a over b square, right? So
Yeah.
this one you write 24 over 4 and then to the square. Then this is 6 to the square, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you can write one more step. X minus 3 to the power 2 minus 36. Now it asks you write the coordinates of the vertex. So
Vertex would be H and K, right?
yeah, the vertex. Vertex you write here is 3.
It's because it's negative 3, but in the actual thing it'll be 3. Because it's the opposite, right? If it's negative, it's positive.
You know x minus 3 equals 0.
Yeah.
Then you get x equals 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you write because your vertex is this one, net this one to be 0, you get the value, you see.
Okay. Yep.
Net, that means you net this perfect square to be 0, then you get the x.
Okay.
So vertex, how to write it is like this. Or you remember the vertex is negative b over 2a.
Yep.
You can do like this. Here, negative b over 2a, negative x equal negative, that means net this one to be 0, you see.
Okay.
This one to be 0, you get this point, and this you get this one to be 0, you get x equals negative b over 2a. This is your axis of symmetry, right?
Yep.
So this is your vertex. I would write another one is negative 3 is your axis of symmetry. In your exam, you will have questions to ask you to write this symmetry. And another one is ask you to this question asks you to write first you write the vertex format, and then you find the vertex, and then the third one asks you to find the maximum or minimum when x equals negative 3, because your this a is greater than 0, so it's negative, so it has a minimum value, right?
Yep.
When x equals negative 3, you have y minimum, or you write f minimum when x equals negative 3, and this one is negative 36. Okay, here I need to ask you to remember this one, f of x, or this you remember it together, a. This is your vertex form.
That's a formula, right?
Yeah, formula.
Okay.
And then your vertex, you remember let this part to be 0, you get your vertex.
Yeah.
So this one is 0, you get the coordinates. Then this one is b over negative 2a. Because this is 0, so your y is this one, right?
Yeah.
Because this one is 0, so your y, because this one, y equals f of x, so your y is this one minus b squared over 4a. This is your vertex, and then your axis of symmetry is x equals b over 2a. Again, is you let this one be 0, you get the axis of symmetry, and then your y, your a is greater than 0, so your this parabola is straightened up, so you have the minimum value, y minimum. Y minimum is 4ac minus b squared over 4a if a is greater than 0. Y maximum if a is less than 0. These two conclusion, for every function you have only one, right?
Yeah.
You cannot have a function a is greater than 0 and a is less than 0. That means these two only one is right. So when you have this formula in your exam, in your exam, what would I suggest you? If in your exam, I would suggest you, after you get the paper, you first write out this.
Write out the formula and like on the
Yeah,
back.
I would ask you
so
write out this one.
so I
And
don't
then,
forget.
yeah, then you don't need to, and then you write your b squared minus
Yeah.
4ac,
So when I
and
do
then,
each question, I just look at the formula on the back of the
right.
test, and then it's easy.
Okay, this is my suggestion. After you get the paper, first you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 lines. Okay.
Okay.
Write this in your paper, you scratch paper, and then you do the work, forgot, then you refer to this.
So write these two. So the first one is vertex.
Yeah, this is the vertex format of your
Yeah,
function.
vertex format. Second one is for the vertex. Third one's for the axis of symmetry. And
Yeah,
then it's y minimum and y maximum. That's how you calculate it.
yes, and
And
then this
then
is your
that's
root.
delta, and then that's delta, and then that's a root, which is
Yeah,
like the delta plus a root is a quadratic formula.
yeah. And
Okay.
here, oh, definitely, this is your standard form. You shouldn't forget about this.
Uh,
Okay, so this
yeah,
is the
that's
how.
standard form. Yeah.
Yeah, so this,
Ax squared plus bx plus c.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the how.
Okay.
When I was a student, because you need to remember this. I don't like every time I meet. Oh, I need to think about it. No, I write it out. Then I just use this as a reference.
Okay.
After you write it out, you relax yourself.
Yeah, you're like,
That's so
oh,
good.
I already wrote it out. I don't need to like worry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now here for
Can
this one,
you
I
can you explain the y min and y max again?
okay. You see y is y minimum, y maximum. If your a is greater than 0, then this parabola is like this, right?
Yeah.
And then you see these both sides square extend to up to the infinity. This is, to the infinity, and then this is your minimum, you see?
Yeah.
And this minimum y is when I take the negative b over 2a, this is 0, because this one is always, if a is greater than 0, then this one is always greater than this part. Then this is your minimum, you see. If
Okay.
your a is greater than 0, that means this parabola stretched up, and then this is your minimum. You don't have a maximum. Why? Why you don't have maximum?
Cause uh a is uh a is
A is
positive.
greater than 0,
A
your
is positive.
parabola, yeah, your parabola stretches up infinity, stretch up
So the like
to
how are you
0.
gonna get a maximum if it goes?
Right, your y is approach to infinity. How can you get
Yeah. How can you
maximum?
say maximum? Like you can't say maximum is infinity, right? So it'd
Right,
just be minimum.
yeah. So when your a is greater than 0, you only have a minimum. You don't have maximum. That's why I said these two you have only one for
Okay.
the function. And when your a is less than 0, you see your parabola look like this, and then it stretches to negative infinity. And this one is your maximum. That's why you have maximum when a is less than 0.
Okay.
Okay, so here
Yeah.
you see I said y minimum is this one if a is greater than 0. You see I have a condition here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I show you the first one. Now for b, again, so here you write this one, you write f of x equals negative x squared, negative 2x plus 6. You see this a is less than 0.
Yep.
That means you have what? You have maximum or minimum. Less
Uh,
than 0, the
that
parabola
means
look
you
like
have
this.
yeah, that means you
Maximum.
have a maximum because
Yeah,
like your minimum goes to infinity.
yeah. Negative infinity.
Yeah, negative infinity. So how are you gonna get a minimum?
Yeah. So this one, remember this question asks you first you write the vertex, and another one asks write the minimum or maximum.
Okay.
So if you want to write, so you have to write the as if here if we refer this, you can find it very quickly. But here I need to repeat this. Your vertex formula. This is a x plus b over 2a.
Okay.
Are you plugging in the number?
Pardon?
Here now, this is the vertex format, right?
Yeah,
Of the function.
yeah,
Now we need to simplify it. Negative x, b is negative 2.
yeah. So -2 over 2a. A is -1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So squared plus 4 -4.
-4. The 4a is -4.
Yeah, -4 times
Times
6.
c
Yeah,
time minus
minus
b square.
yeah,
B is -2.
minus b squared.
So minus b squared doesn't minus 4, right?
-4, yeah, because
Okay.
negative b is, yeah, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Negative b is -2 square is -2 square is still 4.
yeah,
And
4,
negative
and
2 is
then there's another negative sign. So
yeah.
it's -4. And then divided by
4a.
4a,
That
so
means
that's
negative
just
4.
-4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now negative we write it x. Negative is positive. So this is
Positive, so
a.
it's just +1 squared plus
This one, can you simplify it directly?
you can
4,
divide
4,
everything
4.
by yeah, you can
Right?
just cancel everything out.
Okay, and then this
Yeah.
is negative. So,
Positive 6 plus 1.
am I right?
Yeah, okay. See, because it's all 4, so you can just cancel it out, right?
I just cancel -4.
Yeah.
So the here let 1. Here's 6. So 6 plus 1. So this is negative x plus 1 square plus 7. Okay, now you get this formula. This is your vertex form of the function, and then your vertex you can write it. Vertex you can write here -1, 7, right?
Yeah.
Net this one to be 0, you get -1, and then this y is your vertex. And because your this parabola stretches downward, so you have y maximum, right?
Yeah.
Y maximum, you can write f maximum when your x is -1, and then x equals -1, you plug it in. -1, then you plug it in 7. You know how you get 7. You know if your x is -1, you plug it in is 6 minus 2x. X is -1 minus -1 to the power 2. You see, 6 plus 2 minus 1. This is 7. So why I write f max of -1? That means when your x is -1, you get the maximum value 7. If you don't believe, you plug this -1 to your x. You see,
Yeah.
when you x, you replace x by -1, you get this one. So this is
Okay.
proof that your maximum y is this one. So you ask why here you net x plus 1 equals 0, you get -1. And
Yeah.
you plug -1 in, you get 7 is maximum. If you
Yeah.
don't believe I plug -1 to this one, you really get 7.
Okay.
Okay, I just need do this vertex formula first. Why?
Okay.
Because
Always
I
the
think,
formula first.
yeah, I think this is your root. If you have the root source, you can solve everything.
Okay.
Here we do like this, but when you do your exam, you do like this. You see, you don't need to, you just write this, and then your vertex, you write this formula, you get it.
Okay.
Okay, about B I did. About C, you see C because your A is greater than 0, you have a minimum value, right?
Yep.
Okay, now if you just use these two, you can solve it very quickly.
Yep.
Um, let's do this one. Do you want me to show this one?
It's fine. I can do it myself.
Okay, you can do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Do you
The
this one? Do you want me to?
uh D
Yeah,
1 minus 3x minus 4x squared. Uh, I guess you have to you just rearrange it first and then do it, right?
you are right.
Yeah, just put the 4x squared at the
Yes.
front.
So
You have
this
to
one you
multiply everything by -1, don't you? Because a
no
can't be negative.
no you
Wait,
don't why
a
you if it's a if it's a equation you can multiply by -1, but this is a function. If
oh, it's a
you multiply
function.
by -1, then that means negative f of x.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I thought a couldn't be negative, but it's a cannot be 0, not negative. I
Yes,
get that.
a cannot be
Yeah,
0.
it's a cannot be 0. Yeah,
Here now your a is -4. Your b is -3. Your c is 1. And your vertex now I just use the formula vertex. Vertex is negative b over 2a. And then 4ac minus b over 4a. And then because your this parabola is like this, you have y max. Y max equals f. Y max equals f max at where at negative b over 2a. And this is 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So here I first use the formula. Now I write this out.
yeah,
Here negative your b is -3. Your a is -4, so this is -8, right?
yeah.
Okay, let me need to. I forgot how to use my pen. It's not this. Okay, this is the first coordinate, and the second one 4ac 4. Your a is 4 -4. Your c is 1,
Yep,
and
C
the
is
minus
1.
-3 to the power 2 over 4a 4 times -4. And then we can write the first one is -3 over 8, right?
-3 over, yeah.
So this is your first one. And then second one, uh, 4 times -4, so this is -16
-16 times 1, -16
minus
minus,
9.
minus 9 squared. Or 9, minus 9
Yeah. And then
divided
here is
by
negative.
negative, -16.
Okay, now here, the above is -25. Negative, negative is positive, right?
Yep,
So this is positive 16 over 25. You have the value. So this one is f max -3 over 8. And you get the value is, you see, because this question only asks you to give the vertex. I write the vertex. You want me the maximum value, I give you the maximum value. If you want me give you the vertex format of the function, the function I can also write it. The function is -4. Now x and plus b over 2a. Here that means 3 over 8, right?
yeah,
Because it's 2 plus 2 over this and then plus square and then plus. So this is the formula of this one. This question only asks you to write this. In fact, generally you should write this one and then you find all about this, right?
yeah,
Okay, I just show this one. Others now, you remember, use this, you plug it in directly.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so the first
Now,
part is
word
all about the
problems.
calculations. The second part is application. Application, you will have at least, I think, at least you have at least two questions about application. In
Yeah.
Canada, people emphasize on application, so you cannot ignore it.
Okay,
But
word problems. Can I just say something about word problems?
yeah,
So when I like word problems, what I have trouble with is making the equation. Like
I see.
the teacher gave us like a practice word problem sheet before, and she wrote the equations for us on there, and I got like 100%. But when it came to like me, like these, I have to make my own equation first, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
so lost. Like after I make the equation, it's really easy for me, but I just can't make the equation. Like it confuses me so much just making the equation.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Here there is a principle. When you meet with this type of questions, in particular, when you are not sure, you have to read it more than one times. People always says when you don't have idea, you read the question. And this is my experience. I grow up and educated in China, and then I moved to
Yeah.
Canada to do my
Yeah.
PhD. I have a
Yeah.
strong logic, but for the English is my weak point, and then I have to read it again and again. For you, when you read it, you have the idea what it asks me to do, and then you need to change some word in the variable x or y. So the first one you read, the second one you need to extract some keyword as variable x or y. The third one you need to draw the picture and then write the equation, or you know the key formula. Let's do the question one by one. Then you know what I am talking about. Wait a second. Let me mark
Okay, so
something.
question one is triangle, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is a triangle. Now you have the geometry. First, you already know this is a triangle. It's a right triangle.
Yeah, right triangle, and the
Okay.
hypotenuse is the longest side.
Now
Yeah.
this equation. This one is no good. Let me write a bit smaller like this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is a right triangle. The hypotenuse of a right triangle is 2 less than 3 times the shortest leg. First, I don't know. This is your, I can write this is your x. This is your y. This is your zeta. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here says the hypotenuse is 2 less than 3 times of the shortest. This is your shortest. Shortest, this says x is 3 times zeta. Less is 2 less than
Yep.
3
Two
times
less than the.
2 less than 3 times the shortest leg. Your shortest leg is zeta. 3
Yeah.
times the shortest leg is the 3 zeta, right?
Yep. Three.
And is 2 less than it.
So -2.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, that means the first one I have write out the equation, right?
Yeah.
How about the second one? The other leg, y, is 2 more than double the shortest leg.
So 2 of the leg +2.
So the double the shortest is 2 zeta, right?
Yeah, 2 there,
And
and
is 2
then
more than double of zeta.
so +2.
Yeah. Okay, now your this leg and this next relation, this hypotenuse with this next relation.
2z + 2 x equals 3.
Generally, when you write here, you say, how can I do? But here has another keyword is right triangle.
Right triangle.
Right triangle, you have the Pythagoras theorem
Oh,
says,
a squared plus b squared equals to
yeah.
yeah. So in this case, x is the hypotenuse. So x squared equals to y squared plus z squared.
Okay, you see, one sentence is an equation. If
Yeah.
you ignore right triangle, you have no idea.
Yeah.
When you don't have idea, this is my experience, not only my
Read the question.
experience. Yeah, read the question again. Here, because when you don't have idea, you feel uncomfortable or you are nervous.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Yeah. And if you have that feeling, you have to read it again. You know, word questions not only for you, for all Canadian students, the same question. Don't think this is your problem. No, this is all of Canadian students' problem. It's not only you, it's all students. If you don't believe, you can chat with them if they agree. Okay, now here I have write like this. This is my scratch. Now I need to write in the standard format. I would write net the shortest leg be with length x. You have to write, word question you write in word. Let the shortest leg be with length x. Or you write let the shortest the next length be x is the same. And the second net, the net another leg b y net hypotenuse
Yeah.
b z. This is what after that. Then what's wrong with my pen? Then you have x equals 3 zeta minus 2. Your y is 2 zeta minus 2. And then you have x squared equals y squared plus z squared. Maybe you worry about I have so many equations here. Don't worry.
Okay.
Your key point is your square, your height. This is by Pythagoras theorem. This is your key point. Now find the length of the sides. Find the length of sides. That means you need to find x, y, z. You need to find all, right?
Yeah.
Now here I plug it in. This is a system of equations. So you get x, you plug x in. So this is 3z minus 2 square, y is 2z minus 2 square plus z square. You plug this to this
Okay.
equation.
Yeah.
Now you have the quadratic. You see, so this question is in quadratic chapter, in the chapter of quadratic. That means the core or the topic is quadratic. Now I got the quadratic, you see. Now we need to simplify it. So this is one. You see, this one is 9z squared. Now you need to use binomial, right?
Yeah.
Minus 2 times this, so is 12z plus 4. This is the first one. The
Yeah.
second one is 4z squared minus 8z plus 4 plus z squared. Now here's the 9z, this 4z, 1z squared. So here we got 4z squared, right?
Yeah.
And then negative 12z and negative 8z. And then these move to this side, we have negative 4z. And then these 4 and these 4 canceled and equals 0, right?
Yeah.
You see, this one move to this side is positive 8z, and this one, the
Okay.
cancel,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have negative 4z. And then now you see, this is the equation. You can divide 4 on both sides, right?
Yeah.
You see,
Should be z
equation,
squared minus c
yeah.
equals to 0.
In equation, did it wrong? Why is like this? Let me check mine. I did it last night.
Mm. 4z minus 12. 3 plus 4 equals to 4.
Oh, I write it wrong. Here is 2z plus 2, you remember?
Oh. Oh, yeah. Because y is 2 more than the shortest leg.
Yeah.
It's 2 more than the
So
shortest leg.
that means here is 4, 4, right?
Yeah.
So I did it wrong. You see, in this step is so critical. You know, every time when it's very critical step, you have to be careful.
Okay.
Here now, that means move to this side, it should be negative 20 that, right?
Yeah. Negative 20. Yeah.
And the others still the
Equals
same.
to, yeah, equals to 0.
Now both sides you divide by 4, you have z
So
squared
that's
minus
that's where
5
minus
z.
5z equals to 0.
And then you can decompose it, factorize it,
Yeah.
and you have z1 is 0,
Yeah.
z2 is 5,
So the shortest leg has to be 5 because,
but your z is greater than 0,
yeah,
so
it has to
your
be 5.
z should be 5.
Because how can a triangle have 0 length in one side?
Yeah,
So and then you just plug it back in. So y would be 12, x would be
yeah, so your x should be 3, 15 minus 3 is 13,
yeah,
and
y
your
is 12.
y is
Yeah,
12,
so 5, 12, 13.
and z is 5.
Okay, I got
And
it.
this is really a right triangle. You see, these two, they're
Yeah.
square, and plus together is
Yeah.
square. Okay, so here at the beginning, when I write like this, you know, when you don't have information, you have to write like this, and then you have the only information. This is right triangle. You have the Pythagoras theorem,
Yeah.
and then these two, one sentence is one equation. Okay, so
Okay.
about this one, let's come back. Then you see our key point is here. This equation, the test is on is the, you know, the exam is test this one, but the key point is here. If you don't have this equation, you cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So
You need
here,
the equation.
when it ask me for the length, I don't know that I have to write it like x, y, z, and then each sentence I change it into a equation. Final equation, this equation comes from the right triangle. You know, when you read this one, hypotenuse, oh, I know this is hypotenuse. You have two legs, and then you have the relation, and this one you have write this 90 degrees. You have the Pythagoras theorem. This question, the 2.1 is you change the sentence to equation, and you know this one for most students, they are scared, and because you have three equations, this is a system of equation.
Okay.
I write like this, but I think your professor doesn't want you use so many equations, you know.
Yeah.
For them, they just want you use what? Use you need your shortest to be that, and then they says by the first one you get the hypotenuse is this one, and you have another leg is this one. In fact, that means this z, this is 3z minus 2, this is 2z plus 2. If they write like this, in fact, what's the difference of this one to these three equations? It's the same, you see. It's the same. If you
Okay.
remove x, y, you write 3z minus 2, 2z minus 2 plus 2.
It's the
This
same.
is same of this one. So don't worry in the exam if you have many equations, you don't need to worry because you can reduce,
Yeah.
and you can reduce to this key one, and then you have the solution.
Because in the end, it's like the same.
Yeah. I also found these word questions, you need to pay more attention on it. Now,
Yeah.
find two consecutive odd integers whose product is 3, 2, 3. You need to know this. You should have a common sense. Two odd integers, what's their order? If you know two odd integers, one is 2x minus 1, another one is 2x plus 1. They are consecutive. You see 1, 3, 5. Their difference is 2, you see.
Oh, okay.
You see this, their difference is 2. So here, this is a common sense, and if you don't have this sense, you will have trouble.
Okay.
Here, so the solution is, we would write like this. Let one odd integer be 2x minus 1. You know, all the number is always 2x minus 1, like this, right?
Yeah.
You see 1 is 2 times 0, 2 times 1 minus 1. 3 is 2 times 2 minus 1. 5 is 2 times 3 minus 1. Every odd number, either 2x minus 1 or 2x plus 1, I don't mind. Then the next one, the next labeled odd integer is 2x minus 1 plus 2. You know, two odd numbers, their difference is 2. If this one is 2 minus 1, another one you need to add 2, right? For example, your odd number is 3. Your next odd number is which one? 3 plus 2. Am I right? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
You kind of like lagged a bit. Can
What?
you you're a little bit quiet.
You cannot hear me clearly?
I can hear you now. I'm good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, for all the integers, you need to know the consecutive odd integers, their difference is 2.
Yeah, their
Oh,
differences too.
yeah, is 2 or negative 2, you see. You
Yeah.
see 1 and 3, 3
There's
is,
1, 3, 5, 7.
yes,
It's
their
all
difference is 2.
yeah.
Okay, if you set y integer to be 2x minus 1, then your another integer is 2x minus 1 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
So this is 2x plus 1. And then because their product is this one, so 2x minus 1 times 2x plus 1
Plus 1.
is 323.
323 is the final product.
Because the that says whose product, their multiplication is 3.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now you see a minus b times a plus
A
b.
plus B, so that's like one of the 3
Yeah,
common
this is
ones.
a square minus b square. So this is 2x square minus 1 square equals 323. And then that means 4x squared equals 324, right?
Yeah.
You remember 324. If you don't remember, then let's simplify it, right?
320. Can we simplify?
You know, is 324, you divide by 4 is 4a 32, and then you see.
Oh, okay.
Or you can, if you cannot recognize this, you can 324, you can do factorization. This is 1, 6, 2, and then you do it again, 8, 1, and 2 cancelled by this one.
Okay.
So this one, when you simplify it, at least you can cancel 2, right?
Yeah, you can cancel.
Cancel 2, then here has 2, and here you cancel 2 is 1, 6, 2. And then you need to
Okay.
cancel again, so it's 81. Now your x is positive or negative 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you get x, but our purpose is not for x. Our purpose is for
Our purpose is for
these two odd number.
it's the two numbers we have to find.
Yeah, so when x equals 9, your 2x minus 1, your 2x plus 1, your consecutive, this consecutive two number is, if x is 9, then this is
Uh
17, 19, right?
yeah.
When your x is negative 9, then here 2x minus 1, 2x plus 1, because your two consecutive odd integer is like this. So this one is negative, then this is negative 19, negative 17. You see, you have two
Okay.
solutions. Here, I net one odd integer be this one, then my another odd integer is this one. So you write them consecutively, then they are like this. So you get the answer. This
Okay.
question, this question, I use the essential of odd integer. If you don't use this, do you have another way? I have another. If you don't have the sense of all the integers, then you can have another solution. Solution 2. You net the first odd number to be odd number be x is okay. And let the first odd number to be x, then the next odd number should be x minus 2. Am
X
I right?
minus 2. Yeah, because it's like by 2. Like
Yes,
5, 7,
consecutively
9.
odd, they always, the difference is 2.
Yeah.
So x times x minus 2 should be 323, right?
Yeah, because that's the final product.
Yes, but this one you have trouble. 323 such a big number, you know.
Yeah. It's not like 40, like 50, something like that.
Yeah.
It's 324.
Okay, now this one you have trouble. X squared minus 2x and then minus 323 equals 0. And then this one you can have your delta is b squared minus 4ac. Because this one, you know, even cross multiplication, you still cannot find it. But you know your a is 1, your b is negative 2, and your c is negative 323. Don't worry about it. You see such a big number, it can make you frustrated. No,
Yeah.
because here your integers, you must have an integer solution. So I think this delta should be a perfect square. Let's
Yeah.
try it. B squared is 4 minus 4 times 1 times c is negative 323. Okay, let's write it. So plus 4 times 323, right?
Yeah.
Let me take 4 out. 2 is common, 4 is common factor, right?
Common denominator.
Yeah. No, common factor.
Common factor. Common factor.
Okay, now this is 4 times 324, right?
Yep.
324, you know 324 is whose square?
Uh,
That's why I ask you,
3, 2,
you
4.
need to
Yeah.
remember 11 square is 121. 12 square is
Yeah.
122.
Save time.
144. And square 13 square is 169. 14 square is 196. 15 square is 225. 16 square is 256. 17 square is 289. 18 square is 324.
So it's
19
18.
square.
So it's 18 squared.
Yes. You see, this number you have to remember it.
Okay,
This will give you a very good mathematical sense.
I see.
You know, when you grow up, you need to accumulate some sense of mathematics. This kind of
Cause you know like, oh, 324, that's 18 squared. So the number is gonna be somewhere around 18, the two numbers.
yeah, and you know, this give you we have an integer solution. It must
Yeah,
be a perfect square.
yeah,
So when I do this question, I don't mind it has a big number. I know its delta
yeah,
should be a perfect
yeah.
square.
And also like if you get the answer, it's like if your answer is like 43, 45, you know that's wrong because you
That's
know,
terrible. That
yeah,
means you are wrong.
yeah, because you know 324 is 18 times 18, so you know your number has to be somewhere around 18.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
common, you can use that as like a way to see if you got it right or not.
yeah,
If you get like 26 or if you get like 23, 25, you know that's not gonna be right.
yeah. Now you see, we use the formula x equal like this, so we can find the solution. And then you know this delta is the square, so we can write directly, you know. And then
Okay.
I cancel 2. This is 1 plus or minus 18. Now my xy is 1 plus 18, so this is 19. Another x2 is 1 minus 18, so it's 17. Okay, if xy is 19, then the labor, the other labor odd number should be what? Here is 19. What's another one?
It will be 17.
Why 17? When let
Like
me check.
19.
When I write negative b 1 plus, if is here you see I write x minus 2 should be 17.
Yeah,
If x2 equals negative 17, then the other labor number is minus
it's
2 is negative
it's
19.
negative 19.
But this is in the wrong order.
Oh, oh, okay.
You know, it's 1917. Why like this? What's wrong with us? Let's check what's wrong. X times x minus 2. Because when I find the x, another one should x minus 2. Is this one? Then b squared minus 4 times b squared minus 4 times a times this one. And then is the 4 times 3, 4. Then I didn't do anything wrong. Negative b is 2 plus or minus 2a. I didn't do anything wrong.
So there was nothing wrong.
No, nothing wrong.
Hmm.
Very surprising.
Wait, what?
Negative 1. I get these two in the right order.
Yeah,
I don't know what is wrong, but you know,
yeah,
if in the exam you write this, I think your professor won't say you are wrong.
yeah. I think I'll get it.
I don't know, but this is also right. I don't know why. Let me after the class, let me think about it. Now. We don't want to waste
Okay.
time on it. This is not important. Anyway, this one is the equation, and you need to have the common sense. All the numbers or all the events consecutive, their difference is 2. Right?
Yeah.
It's 2. Okay, question number 10. a walkway of uniform width. What is uniform width?
Uniform with that means like
Means
it's
that
the
the width
same. It's
is
the
always the
same.
same.
Yeah. I think I actually got this question right. I got the formula for this question actually.
So this one, do you want me to talk about it or no?
I got this one. Yeah, I
Okay.
did this one.
So
Cause
I can I
yeah,
can I can jump, right?
yeah. You can go to
Okay.
11.
But this question this one is very important.
Yeah. I
Okay.
I did I did this question and number 13. So I need to talk about 11 and 12.
Okay, 11 and 12.
Yeah, I did it. The only two questions I did were 10 and 13. So I need to talk about 11 and 12.
Okay. Let's do 12 11.
Yeah.
Give the shop sells an average of 300 greeting cards each week at a price of 6.4. That means every week they sell 300 cards with the price of 6.4. This is their everyday's business. The store decided to reduce the price and estimates. This sentence, this is a sentence that has two sentences. The first one, the store decided to reduce the price. This we call it two predicates. The store did two things. One, decide to reduce the price. Second, estimate that for every 0.1 decrease in price, they will gain 5 more sales.
5 more sales. So cuz
That
it's
means when
cheaper.
the price you reduce 0.1,
Yeah,
your sale will increase 5. And then what price should they set to maximize the total
profit.
revenue?
Yeah.
Ask you what the price they should set.
Uh I I have so if you draw this out, I guess like the most amount of money is like the vertex. If you draw this parabola
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
vertex.
Here, first you don't load the equation.
Yeah, so we have to
You already read the first story is every week 300 cards at price 6.4. The
yeah,
second sentence, the store want to do something, change something. How to change? One, they want to reduce the price, and they
yeah,
have depends on their experience. When the price reduced to 0.1, then the sale increase 5.
yeah,
Now they want the accountant to find the price, and then they have the maximum profit, right?
yeah.
Or the maximum revenue. Okay, they ask you what price should they set. If they ask me what is the price, I set the price to be X.
X, yeah.
Yes, net the price
Let price
to
be X.
be X. Okay, price to be X, because they want to reduce the price, you see. Then
Yeah.
how much they reduced?
They reduce price by every 10 cents.
They reduce, the original price is 6.4.
6
Now the price is
6.4.
X. They
Yeah.
reduced is 64 minus X, right?
X, yeah, minus X.
So this is they reduced so much.
Yeah.
They reduce so much. Then you see every when they reduced this, then they increase the sale by how much? You see
They
6.4
increase they
minus
increase my
X
sale by
divided by 0.1,
yeah.
then times X. you see if you decrease by 0.1, you increase it 5. If you decrease it by 2, this, then you have 10, right?
Yeah.
If you have 0.3, then it's 15. That means you decrease the 0.3, then compare with 0.1, because every 0.1 you increase 5, then this is how many times? 3 times. Every time is 5, so that means you increase so much, right?
Yeah.
So if you set the price of this, then this is the difference. That means you reduce so much. Then how many times you divide by 0.1? This is your times. Every time you increase 5, so this is your increased. You know, at the origin you have so much, and then
Yeah.
you increased so much, 6.4 minus x divided
Yeah.
by this, and then times x. And then your price is your price is x, right?
Yeah.
And then this is your profit or your total revenue. Let me
Yeah.
explain it again. For example, if your price is 5.9, if you said, oh, I sell it at 5.9, and then what's the difference? The difference is 6.4 minus this one,
Minus 5. Yeah.
and then this is 0.5, right?
Yeah.
It says if you every 0.1 you increase 5, and then this you divide by 0.1, that means every 0.1 you increase 5, then this is 5 times, and then this times 5, that means you increase so many, right?
Yeah.
Do you understand this one?
Yeah. Okay. I understand the formula.
Okay, now because here I give a concrete example. If you write like this, then you divide by 0.1 times 5. This is increased. You
Yeah.
original 300, now you increase so much.
Yeah.
And then
Increase.
this is your total number of sales, and the price is X, so this is yours. Now let's calculate it. And after we get the equation, then let's think about what's the. Okay, now this one, let's write 300 plus divided by 0.1, that means times 10, right?
Yeah.
We can write like this, and then we simplify it. Then
Yeah.
here,
200 plus.
this one times this one is 320,
320 minus. Yeah.
50x, right?
5 times 10x is 50x. Yep.
Now we
And
simplify it.
x.
Why? We didn't do anything wrong, right?
Yeah. I
No.
think we're
So
good.
this is 620.
620
So
yeah.
we write this as 50 x squared plus 620
Yeah.
x.
620x because you have to multiply by x.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the revenue, or the yearly
The
yearly
yeah the yearly money
week,
like made.
yeah, weekly here they should be weekly, right?
Yeah.
Price should they set to maximize the total. Okay. Now you see this function is with a is less than 0. You remember this one, we already know your vertex is vertex is negative b over 2a, and then 4ac minus b squared over 4a. And you, because your a is less than 0, vertex, this is your y maximum, right?
Yeah.
You know now, if you have the vertex, you already know when your x is this value, you because a is less than 0, then this is your maximum value. So when x equals negative b over 2a, we already know here a is negative 50, and
Negative
here
50, yeah.
b is 620, your c is 0. So when x equals negative b over a, we let's write it. What's b? B is 620. What's your a? A is negative 50, so
A is negative 100.
negative 50.
Oh, negative 50.
And then 2a is negative 100, right?
Yeah, yeah, negative 100.
And then when you cancel it, so you get 6.2, right?
Yep.
That means when your price is $6.20,
You will make the
yeah, you have the
yeah, yeah, you
maximum.
have the maximum. So that means they should change the money to $6.20.
Yes, let's see how much they got.
6.2.
Here your C is 0, this is 0, so now it's negative b
Yeah.
620 square divided by 4a. 4a is negative
4A is negative
uh, 200.
200. 200. Is it 250 or 200? 200, right?
200, 4a,
Yeah.
4a, 200.
Yeah.
Negative is positive.
Yeah.
We don't mind. You here you see you have 62 to the power 2 times 10 to the power 2, and here you have 2 10 to the power 2. These two cancelled, so this is 62. How much about this? Am I right?
Uh,
Let's see,
I think
62.
did we mess up somewhere or
I don't think I think
yeah,
we
I
are
think we
right.
got it right.
Let's see, 62 times 31, 1, 60, 2, 6. Did I do something wrong?
Uh, let's
Then the month, then the revenue is what? Yeah, we didn't do anything wrong. This is right.
yeah, I think they just made a lot of money.
Yeah. The 1 week is this is 1 week
Yeah.
revenue. So we have this is their revenue and
Yeah,
this
that's
is
the
the
1 week.
price. Okay, so you see this one, when they ask the price, you set the right price to be X.
Okay, and then
And
you
then
you
your
probably
original
said
price is this one, then you
yeah.
reduce it by this. The key point, then every 0.1 you increase 5, and then this is how many times of 0.5 is this so many times of 0.5. Every one time is increase 5, so you increase so many, and then your base is 300, you increase so many, but your price reduced, and then you have this equation, and this equation you have a less than 0, you have, you know, a for maximum profit they always have the a less than 0. This is an experience. If your a is greater than 0, why should I care about the maximum? Because that means your price is more expensive. You get more. This is
Yeah.
contradictory to our common sense.
Yeah. I don't
So the
know.
common
This
sense
this
tell
is
you
yeah.
your a is always less than 0. You see.
Yeah.
Because you have maximum profit, then you have to reduce the price. Then your
Yeah.
this
This is not
coefficient
common
is
sense.
yeah is negative. Okay, this question tell you you ask me what I said what. You ask me the price I said is as X. In fact, I do like this. You know the solution tool for the number.
Yeah.
You ask me what I said that for what? your first order to be X, you see. You ask me
Yeah.
which one, I set that one to be which. Maybe you ask me this one, you know, is more advanced because I am a mathematician, so I know this one is the best. This
Yeah.
one make your calculation much easier.
Mm.
But in fact, this is the routine solution. And for this one, the same. You ask me the length of each one. Every one I set a variable. You see, consistent. The common sense is consistent. You ask me which one, I set X for that one. Let's do question 12.
Yeah.
A publishing company expects to sell 5,000 copies of a new book in the company, charges $30 per book. This is their story. 5,000 at the price of 30. The company expects that 50 more books would be sold for each price reduction of 2. Here to tell you, if reduce the price by 2, increase 500. If you reduce the price by 4, then you increase 1,000. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is the story. Now we know this is their everydays, and this is they want to make some change. Definitely they change again. You know, if I don't want to read anymore, I know this story is they want to make maximum revenue or maximum profit.
Yeah.
Okay, now says for the company to make a revenue of 156,000 from sale of the book, how many books must be sold and at what price? They have two variables,
So
right?
yeah.
You have two variables. I said two variables. Let's see if our sense is works. Let's see a net. Suppose
Yeah.
we sell Y books.
Yeah. Y amount of books.
Yes, at price of X. Okay.
Yeah.
Then your profit, then your revenue, then you know your revenue. Your revenue R, you write R, then your revenue R is X times Y, right?
Yeah.
You sell so many books at this price, this is your revenue.
That's how
Okay,
much you make.
yeah. Now here now we need to use their information.
Yeah.
This now if your price is X, then you reduce. Now we reduced how much?
We reduced
Reduce the price by how much?
it,
Your original price is
two
$30.
yeah,
Now you sell at X, so this you reduce by 30 by X, right?
minus X, yeah.
And then you increase the
And then increase sale by
sale amount by how much? You
500.
30 by minus X,
Yeah.
every $2 reduce,
Yeah.
you increase how many?
Times 500.
500.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
when you sell your price is X, and then you increase it so many. So
Yeah.
your Y, this increase based on which one? Based on your 5,000, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your Y is 5,000 plus. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so this is the amount.
Yeah.
This is the amount, and this is the price. So my revenue now, I have the revenue. The revenue is your X is here, your Y is here, is
What?
5,000
5,000 plus
plus
30
here
minus
30 minus
it's
x.
x divided by
I think this one you can cancel from
yeah.
this, so 250. I'm okay.
Yeah. You can
Uh,
cancel it out, right?
yeah. Now this is the equation. Okay, you get the equation, then you feel happy. Now
Yeah.
you don't need to
Yeah.
worry.
Alright, so now
Yeah, let's see. Let me
yeah,
move
now
this
so
space. Here, question A.
yeah.
If they make the revenue to be 150, that means for A
Yeah.
is 156,000
0 0. How many
here.
books must be sold and at
Yes,
what
and then
price?
X here 5,000 minus this one can we 7,500 I think, yeah, and the minus 250 x. This is the equation. Oh, this equation is such a big number.
Yeah.
How about let's
Yeah, on this we are allowed to use calculator because this is a practice test.
let me see. This one is I think is 2500 minus 250x. How about from both sides? First, let's divide by 10. Here, this one, and here is 250 minus 25 of x.
Yeah.
Okay. Now both sides divide by 25. How about? I want to
Uh,
make it even smaller. Let's see. You know, 100 divided by 25 is 4, right?
4. It's 4. Yeah.
So this one I can 156 times 4 because this is 100. So this
Yeah.
side is x
Minus.
minus x.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can write this more. This 10 negative 10x minus x squared. Am I right?
Yeah. Negative 10x. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we
Um,
move to the
yeah.
x squared plus 10x
Equals
plus
plus 156 times 4
156 times 4 equals
equals to
0.
0.
This 4, I don't want to multiply it in. I
Because
want to,
it'll be too big. No, no.
yeah, I
Yeah.
want to write the delta. Here your A is 1, your B is 10, and your C is 156 times 4. Now
Yeah.
your delta is B squared minus 4AC. B squared is 100 minus 4 times 156, that times 4. So this is 100 minus 4 squared, 156.
Yeah.
How much is this one? If I did
Uh.
something wrong, let me check my answer.
Yeah.
Here, let me see if I did something wrong. 156. I did it right. Nothing wrong. $530 minus X. This is nothing wrong. 250. Let me check if I did something wrong. 500 minus 5,000 minus 30 minus X times 250 is 7,500. 5,000. I did it here. I did it here. I did something wrong here, you see. Plus Am I right?
Did you do something wrong?
Here, this times this one should be positive, you see.
Oh.
I write negative, so
Oh, we wrote
here.
negative, so then the numbers are messed
Yes,
up.
you know, here is a mathematical sense.
Yeah.
When you do it, you believe mathematics is simple. That means simplicity is the beauty of mathematics. When
Yeah.
you do it, you feel something wrong. That means you feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Then you stop. You go back. You see, when I do here, I feel problems. I come back. Okay, so
Yeah.
here minus 250x, and then what's the value of this one? Let's calculate this. 75,005,005, 12,500. So this is, should be positive. 12,500, 100, then 00, yes, like this, minus 250x. Now this is hours, so I removed 0 from this and then have this.
Yeah.
Now I want to divide 25. This side is okay. What about this? 150 divided by 25, 50.
50.
Yeah. So here is 50.
Or
1,000, you see, is
yeah.
1,500.
Yeah.
150 minus this. You divide by 25. This side is still the same, and then here, this is 50, and then here is x. Now we here is 50x. 50x minus x squared.
Yeah.
Let me move it, do it again. X squared minus 50x plus 156 times 4 equals 0. Now delta equals b squared is 50 squared minus 4 times 156 times 4 over. This is 250,000 minus 4 power and then 156. This one we can take out 400, 4 to the power 2.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can. 200, this one divided by 4, by 8, 3, and then 10. No, this one cannot. Let's calculate directly 150. Take 4 out. Take 4 out. The 25. This is 625. You know why I took 4 out? This one because 100 divided by 4 is 25. 25
Yeah.
times 25 is 625. And
Yeah.
then minus you here 156 times 4 is 624. And you see this is 4, so nice.
Yeah.
Here, because I think they suppose you can use a calculator here.
Yeah.
So I calculate this one. by hand, but for you, if you use a calculator, this is easy to calculate.
Yeah,
Now,
on this test, on the practice test, we use calculators. But the teacher said on the actual like exam tomorrow, on the actual test tomorrow, we can't use calculators, but they made everything easier. Like they made the numbers smaller and everything.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now when you calculate your data, then your x, you are easy to calculate now. I think my computer, because I am doing the record, the video is using a lot of memory.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Let me stop this one first. What time now?
5:03. We
Can
have
we
one.
take?
Yeah, we have
Can
one
we?
more question to do.
One more question. One more
Yeah,
question is
the
good.
just the discriminant.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Okay.
question 13 already.
Now this question, do you want me to do it anymore? You know, you find the X, then question A you found.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
question B, when you use this one, question B, you want you to find the maximum value. I think you repeat the,
You just do vertex.
yeah,
The
vertex.
y value for the vertex.
Yes, you
We already
use,
have yeah.
this is the equation.
Yeah, yeah. You just
Okay.
use the yeah, I get it, I get it. You just use the
Okay,
vertex
yeah.
equation. Yeah.
Okay, so this one we can jump, okay?
Yeah, and the third I did 13 because I did it at home already.
Okay,
That'll
yes, the
yeah.
discriminant I think is also one you will meet in your test. So let's
Yeah.
finish this one, then we're done. This topic,
Okay.
in fact, is also in your topic 4.
Okay. Topic 4.
Topic 4. Here, the first one also determine the value of k for which of the following to have equal roots. You know equal roots, when your delta equals 0, you have equal roots, right?
Yeah.
Equal roots.
Equal roots delta 0. And then above 0 will be 2 roots.
If your delta is greater than 0, you have two different roots.
Yeah.
Different roots. Okay, now this question invalid only these two. And if your delta is less than 0, you don't have a root, no real root.
Yeah.
So this is why I said is topic 4 is there, no real roots. This is the criteria. And your delta is b squared minus 4ac, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the first one says determine the value of k for each of the following to have equal roots. Then this means your delta should be 0, right?
Yeah.
Now your a is how much is your a?
Uh A would be 3.
B. What is your b?
B would just be would B just be K?
Negative k.
Negative K? Oh yeah, negative K.
And your c
C
is
is
3.
3. C is 3.
Now your delta is b squared minus 4ac.
Yeah.
Now you plug it in. B squared doesn't means k squared, right?
Negative K. Negative K
Negative
squared is
negative
just
k,
yeah, it just
yes,
cancels.
so
Yeah.
yeah, k
K
squared minus
squared minus
4ac.
4AC. So
A times c is 9.
yeah, 12 times. Yeah,
Yeah, so this is
9.
right.
Yeah.
And says it has equal root. That means delta equals 0.
Yep.
And then your
So
k squared is
K
36.
equals to yeah, K equals
So
36.
uk is square root of 36 plus
36.
or minus.
Yeah. So K plus square root of 36 would be
So your
yeah,
k equals 6 or negative 6.
yeah,
The equation
2 roots.
3x squared
Yeah.
minus kx plus 3 equals 0 has equal
Equal roots.
roots.
That's 6 and negative 6 are equal.
No, no, the
No?
equal roots, you don't need to find the equal roots.
Oh,
Here, k equals this, you have equal roots. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
you have a very good question here. In fact, if the professor changes and you find the solution, find the root, okay,
Yeah.
you can find the root 1. If your k equals 6, the equation is 3x squared
Yeah.
minus 6x plus 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this one you divide by 3 on both sides, you get x squared minus 2x plus y equals 0, right?
Yeah.
And then this is x minus 1 squared equals 0, right?
Yeah.
This is a perfect square, so x equals 1. You have the two equal value, a root x equals, in fact, you write x1 equals x2 equals 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the first one. Second one is uk equals -6. Then your equation is 3x squared. -6, negative k is -6, negative is positive.
Negative is positive.
And then you divide by 3, you have x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 0. So x plus 1 squared equals 0. x1 equals your x2 equals -1, right?
Yeah.
Here you have a good sense. Here, first you decided k such that this equation has only one root. You find the k. If the professor asks you, at the same time you find the root, that means you plus k equals this k equals 6, you find the root is this one. If k equals -6, you find the root is this one. This equation's root, you see.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one we did more. This part the question doesn't require, but I just let you know you can do. If in the exam they ask you do, you shouldn't be surprised because we explained here.
Okay, I see.
Okay, the second one again. First you know what's your A, what's your B, what's your C.
So the A would be
Yeah, let me know what it is.
BK.
Yeah.
Then
You are not sure. You know
yeah,
the equation is always ax squared plus bx plus
BX
c equals
B.
0.
Yeah.
You compare, then your a is k. What is your b?
The B is
Here is your x. Compare with this x.
couldn't be K, would K be negative K plus 2,
Right.
and then C would just be E2.
Yeah. Now your delta is b squared minus 4ac. Now you
Yeah.
plug it in. B squared, that means negative k plus 2. This one, you take the square, right?
Yeah.
Minus 4 times a is k. c is 2. And then here, negative, you know, the power of negative to the power 2 is gone, is 1. K plus, so this is k plus 2 to
K
the
plus 2
power 2
power of 2.
minus 8k, right?
Yep.
Now this one you write k
Yeah.
squared
K squared
plus
plus 2
4k
4K. Yeah.
plus 4.
2AB plus B squared, which is
Yeah,
first.
minus
Yeah.
4k. So you simplify it.
Minus 8K, you mean?
Yes, minus
Yeah.
4k
4K. Yeah. K
plus
squared minus
4.
4K plus 4.
This is so good. Now have you find the value of k?
Uh.
K squared minus 4k plus 4. Can you factorize it?
That would just be a binomial, right?
Yes, binomial. When I ask you factorize, means you use
Yeah.
binomial.
Yeah.
This is k minus 2 to the power 2. Remember?
Yeah.
So
So that's the
your
difference of squares.
k is 2.
K is 2.
Yes, when you want this delta to be 0, you want this delta to be 0, right?
Yeah.
Your delta be 0, your k have to be 2. So
Yeah.
that means the second one, your k have to be 2. The first one, your k have to be 2. 6 or minus 6. Okay, let's see. Do you have any questions on this?
On which one?
B.
B. No, I'm good. I get it.
Okay. Okay. Now let's do question 15, the last.
Yeah.
Determine the value of k for each of the following to have two real roots.
Real roots,
Here
two
means
real
two
roots.
reals means two different roots. That means your
Yeah.
delta should be greater than 0.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one, you
A is,
see
yeah.
what? Yeah, tell me your a.
A is K.
Good,
B is -4.
good.
C is 2.
Yeah. Now your delta. Tell me the
Delta,
formula of delta.
would be B squared minus 4AC.
Now you plug in b
Yeah, so
squared.
that'd
That means
be 16.
16
Then,
minus.
so it's positive because it's negative cancels out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
4,
It's
4,
4ac.
so 4K times C, which is 8K.
And this one should be greater than 0, right?
Yeah, greater than 0. Because it has to have two real roots.
Yeah. First, then you move a negative 8k to the right side, you get,
Yeah, 16, and then yeah.
and then both sides you divide by 8,
It's 2 over 1. 2.
right?
Yeah, so K has to be greater than 2.
It should be less than 2.
Less than, yeah, I meant less
Yeah.
than 2.
If you write this k should be in interval, so is in from 2 to infinity. Have you learned the interval?
No, not really.
You know, if k is less than 2, I write it wrong. Less than 2 here is 2. Less than 2 means this side, right?
Yeah,
This is your number line. And there is this side, that means k is less than 2. Less than 2, then from negative infinity to 2. So should be negative infinity to 2, and this side is open. You can write k belongs to this part. Do you know this symbol?
that symbol
If you don't know, doesn't
is,
matter. You can name it
no,
later.
not really.
Okay, so this you can ignore this. Okay,
Okay,
let's do the last one.
yeah.
Tell me A.
4.
A is 4. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I think you stuck on that.
yeah. A is 4. B,
Yeah. A is 4. B would be negative K.
right. C is
2K.
right. Now your delta is
Delta is
B squared
B
minus
squared
4AC.
minus 4AC. And
Now
then
you tell me
B squared would be K squared minus 16 uh, 32K. K squared minus 32K.
32k. And
Yeah.
this one should be greater than 0, right?
Yeah, it should be greater than 0 because it's two real
Okay.
roots.
Here, the equality of quadratic quadratic equality is another topic. I don't know if your professor already talked about this. I don't think they talk about this. Here, now this one, you see here k is 0 and another k is 32. And then you know this equation, this function is like this. K, we want this value is greater than 0. That means is this.
Yeah.
So that means your k is greater than 32, or your k is less than 0.我用中文说要是不等式的时候，这个二次不等式大于零的时候，我们叫做大于取两边。你
Okay.
看，大于取两边，这个地方你不有一个 k 是0吗？我说的这个地方有一个 k 是0，有一个 k 是32，看到没有？
看到。
当你是大于符号的时候，取两边，就取这一边跟这一边，看到没有？你记住了，大于取两边，小于取中间。如果这是个小于0的，就是取这个中间，知道吗？
Okay.
这一个题应该是你们做的里面最难的一个题，因为它涉及到了二次不等式。
Okay.
二次不等式，我看到你们的这个整个第2章我都看到，它没有涉及到不等式，没有涉及到，所以这个题做到这儿来了，我怀疑你们老师考试怎么考哎？考的第1个还好，考第2个有一定的难度，看到没有？ 他做了一
嗯
个二次不等式，这个解不等式怎么解呢？我画了一下子，因为这又是一个函数，那么用它，一个是零，一个32，那你要大于零的时候，要在这一边跟这一边，所以我
嗯
叫做大于取两边，小于取中间。你记住我这句话啊，
，OK，
所谓
大于取
小于
两边，
取中间，也就是表示0到32叫取中间，看到没有？
嗯，OK，
好，你这一个你记住就行了。那么今天我给你全部都弄完了之后，你记住回去了之后，你把那5个 topic 给我复习，要背下来。然后
OK，
这一个的视频我做完了，我会发给你，好吧？
好的，
好，辛苦了，我也没想到一口气讲完了，你能够
嗯，
能够能够能够
OK，
suffer 这个还挺不错，值得表
yeah,
扬。那我
okay.
就讲完了
So
啊。
recording is recording. Can you send it to me via
Yeah, yeah,
email?
I will send you upload to Google,
Drive.
YouTube, and
Yeah.
then you will watch it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sending it today or?
Yeah, I will send it in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay. Email?
Okay.
I'll check my email.
Yeah, I will send it to your
Yeah.
mom or to your email. Okay?
Okay. I wrote the 5 topics down. I took a photo so I can just memorize the five. Vertex, like,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, the quadratic formula. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. No
Yeah. Have
problem.
a
You
good day.
should take your dinner. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Have a
Have a
good
good
day.
night.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.